New items, collections, and seasonal packs will continue to be added to the marketplace. If you run into any issues, visit the Help Center or contact support for assistance. Head to the Shareplay marketplace today and start building your collection.
Shareplay.
Welcome to the Shareplay marketplace. To get started, navigate to Marketplace from the top menu or the left side navigation. Here, you'll find a variety of items available to unlock and purchase. You can select individual items or add multiple items to your cart and check out all at once. Once your purchase is complete, your items will automatically be saved in My Collections, located in your vault. Inside your vault, you can view and manage everything you've collected. Items from your collection can be used across Shareplay. For example, you can customize your profile decorations, badges, and other visual elements from the settings page to stand out in the community. You can also use your XP points to redeem items in the marketplace. Some items can be unlocked at full XP value, while others may be available at discounted XP rates. And this is just the beginning. New items, collections, and seasonal packs will continue to be added to the marketplace. If you run into any issues, visit the Help Center or contact support for assistance. Head to the Shareplay marketplace today and start building your collection.
Shareplay.
Welcome to the Shareplay marketplace. To get started, navigate to Marketplace from the top menu or the left side navigation. Here, you'll find a variety of items available to unlock and purchase. You can select individual items or add multiple items to your cart and check out all at once. Once your purchase is complete, your items will automatically be saved in My Collections, located in your vault. Inside your vault, you can view and manage everything you've collected. Items from your collection can be used across Shareplay. For example, you can customize your profile decorations, badges, and other visual elements from the settings page to stand out in the community. You can also use your XP points to redeem items in the marketplace. Some items can be unlocked at full XP value, while others may be available at discounted XP rates. And this is just the beginning. New items, collections, and seasonal packs will continue to be added to the marketplace. If you run into any issues, visit the Help Center or contact support for assistance. Head to the Shareplay marketplace today and start building your collection.
Shareplay.
Welcome to the Shareplay marketplace. To get started, navigate to Marketplace from the top menu or the left side navigation. Here, you'll find a variety of items available to unlock and purchase. You can select individual items or add multiple items to your cart and check out all at once. Once your purchase is complete, your items will automatically be saved in My Collections, located in your vault. Inside your vault, you can view and manage everything you've collected. Items from your collection can be used across Shareplay. For example, you can customize your profile decorations, badges, and other visual elements from the settings page to stand out in the community. You can also use your XP points to redeem items in the marketplace. Some items can be unlocked at full XP value, while others may be available at discounted XP rates. And this is just the beginning. New items, collections, and seasonal packs will continue to be added to the marketplace. If you run into any issues, visit the Help Center or contact support for assistance. Head to the Shareplay marketplace today and start building your collection.
Shareplay.
Welcome to the Shareplay marketplace. To get started, navigate to Marketplace from the top menu or the left side navigation. Here, you'll find a variety of items available to unlock and purchase. You can select individual items or add multiple items to your cart and check out all at once. Once your purchase is complete, your items will automatically be saved in My Collections, located in your vault. Inside your vault, you can view and manage everything you've collected. Items from your collection can be used across Shareplay. For example, you can customize your profile decorations, badges, and other visual elements from the settings page to stand out in the community. You can also use your XP points to redeem items in the marketplace. Some items can be unlocked at full XP value, while others may be available at discounted XP rates. And this is just the beginning. New items, collections, and seasonal packs will continue to be added to the marketplace. If you run into any issues, visit the Help Center or contact support for assistance. Head to the Shareplay marketplace today and start building your collection.
Shareplay.
Welcome to the Shareplay marketplace. To get started, navigate to Marketplace from the top menu or the left side navigation. Here, you'll find a variety of items available to unlock and purchase. You can select individual items or add multiple items to your cart and check out all at once. Once your purchase is complete, your items will automatically be saved in My Collections, located in your vault. Inside your vault, you can view and manage everything you've collected. Items from your collection can be used across Shareplay. For example, you can customize your profile decorations, badges, and other visual elements from the settings page to stand out in the community. You can also use your XP points to redeem items in the marketplace. Some items can be unlocked at full XP value, while others may be available at discounted XP rates. And this is just the beginning. New items, collections, and seasonal packs will continue to be added to the marketplace. If you run into any issues, visit the Help Center or contact support for assistance. Head to the Shareplay marketplace today and start building your collection.
Good evening, everyone. Happy Saturday and welcome back to Apex Legends Solo Queue League here from CCE. Myself and Ben once again joining us for some more Apex action. It's going to be a fantastic one. Now, also, LGS has kicked off as well. It's even more fun to have even more tournaments all running all at the same time. So it's going to be great to see what the boys over here do today. We knew how we ended off last time, Ben. We know the scores on the doors as it is. Let's take us through where we ended up yesterday.
Obviously, finishing off at the top spot is going to be Zenzo Apex. Zenzo, obviously, very well known within the Solo Queue League with some top performances so far. And we'll be hoping to be able to cling on as we move into this next day. I believe that they are in Team 1 going into this first game over on World's Edge, which is great to see. Following in behind, though, is a new player to the tournament, which is going to be Hyro No Yuri, having a great day of it. Only 20 points behind Zenzo as well, so a good showing. And what you can see there is that both Hyro and Lotus, both with 16 kills apiece compared to Zenzo's 32, shows how well the placement has been for both Lotus and Hyro to be able to get that high up in the leaderboards, compared to Zenzo, who may have been fragging out but has been falling short. I remember yesterday, Zenzo did get, I think, a 10 or 11 kill game, but fell in about 13th position. So it's not getting the placement points that maybe they would be liking, and it's something that I definitely would be liking to see a little bit more going into today. People trying to focus on getting those placements and trying to sort of focus on the smart gameplay rather than just trying to ape everyone, because that's how you can very easily rocket yourself up, by just getting yourself continuously into that top 5.
Yeah, you're only going to maximize yourself and the amount of kills you can get. The best place to get it is all in placement. First places, after first places, you'll just skyrocket up that leaderboard so quickly. It'll be unreal. And players like Cheese Super, who he does a good bit of fragging himself. He's been doing that today in the wee custom lobbies that we were just getting part of just before we were getting warmed up and ready. He is looking on top form, and he'll be looking to try and jump back up that leaderboard. He's sitting currently in 8th so far. He has got 22 kills. He's not far behind our leader of Zenzo, but I mean, his placements as well. There's a difference with that. He's got 10 kills. The difference a lot more than like the players in second and third, but obviously not getting enough the placement points as well. So hopefully he can start upping his game as well and get into that position that he'll start racking up the scores. But it'll all be dependent on their teammates and who they have on board with them going into match number 1, which will be World's edge, Ben.
Absolutely, and we are going to be having some legend bans as well. It's something which we introduced yesterday, and the first ban, it looks like, seems to be potentially a Gibraltar ban, which is a surprising one for me for sure, but interesting to see how this one does go. As you can see, Gibraltar currently sits in the 6th position in the overall pick rate, and we're also going to have an altar ban as well. I've just found, I've just had a little look. It's a Gibraltar and altar. So the two altars are going to be eliminated from this lobby. So your first place pick, currently with 13.2%, is going to be out of here, as is Gibraltar, which on World's Edge is surely going to be interesting, as we are going to be getting into our first game here, as we mentioned, on World's Edge.
Yeah, I was casually thinking it would maybe potentially be that Octane, because Octane has been getting so well used, especially the players like Joustim who love to jump and dive and scream around that map as quickly as possible and just catch you off guard. A lot of players that do pick it up and do really good with Octane at hand, and obviously to escape as well where need be if they're left as the last sole survivor of the squad. But heading to World's Edge, looking at where these picks will be, obviously no Altar, no Gibraltar. It will be interesting to see if that's going to change the shape of the map here on World's Edge, and whether it'll make any difference really in regards of how people will play the map overall.
100%. We jump into that character selection screen, and we shouldn't, if obviously the banning system has gone correct, see any Gibraltars and altars. Looks like at the moment nobody, so I think we should be all good. We can see here with those legends going out, we're actually getting a little bit of a lifeline pick coming out from Alex and Omega. So people still wanting some defensive capabilities and reset capacity, which Gibraltar can offer. They're opting for the lifeline, which, in my opinion, is a pretty useless legend. I'm sorry to my friend Kate, who I play with, who is a diehard lifeline main, but I'm not a fan.
Somebody has to be, right? Somebody just has to be every now and then. There's always that one pick that you just think, I wouldn't use it. No point in using it. Pointless legend overall. But there's some people that just be like, you know what? That's my go-to. Like Loba. A lot of people pick Loba just because they have that easy access to the shop and their weapons of choice. I guess it's kind of like a cheat system for getting what you want when you want it.
Absolutely. Team 19 here on board, and we've got Novicic, who is going to be on the core stick, and it's also landed right next to a respawn beacon. So hopefully we are going to be able to see where they're going to go next once Novicic hits that beacon. As we look at this first ring pool, and it does look like it's going to be going down towards that southwest hand side. I wouldn't be surprised if Team 14 end up in a good position down towards Thermal Station.
Yep, Thermal Station looking very much likely here for this end zone, and looking at the map as it is, 14 obviously have that all to themselves for now, and nobody really at the tree, so it's going to be a long way for people to get to them, apart from Team 17 over at staging. They'll have the closest route into that Thermal Station side. Menage a Trois is also empty as well, so yeah, lots of vicinity around, but if you're wise to it, you get the ring sorted, you'll know I could set up shop here and hope for the best. But we're just looking around that mini-map and looking everywhere across. Maybe Team 8 and Team 2 might well get into action, and as you do, say so, and we jump on board. That's exactly what Nero Shera is doing. Starting to lay down fire with that Volk, but just get cracked himself and decides, I'm going to drop back a bit because you couldn't see that shot coming, and all of a sudden, he's weakened.
Some good defensive shots there, covering as Tony took a lot of damage from that solo player. They're now going to be locking down this little area, and at the moment this fight does seem to be a little bit delayed, so we're going to jump over just to have a little look and see how Team 10 are doing up against Team 9, who are moving their way up towards Big Maud where Team 10 landed. Team 9 have got that Newcastle, a legend that I'm surprised we're not seeing a little bit more of, considering that Gibraltar has gone down and a huge amount of damage has been taken here. The Newcastle has been cracked, and down goes Miguel. I wouldn't be surprised if that is the Newcastle on that team. It is indeed. So the Newcastle is going to be crawling away. Peace is going to look to try and get the finish, but defensive nades go down, and off they push.
Always an Octane, always an aggressor, and always looking for more, and that's the hunt, and it's doing exactly just that. It's a bit stuttery here for my CPOV, but obviously these guys are seeing exactly what is kicking down his door is going to do. Take that Bangalore out. Nope, gets the door shut again, thankfully for a little bit longer. But they're going to go right up the stairwell, right into Peace's hands. But Peace gets shut down early off. And now, you're going to hope your teammates can come support you. Because Flower Stack is right there. He's going to finish off the Bangalore. He does. We'll get the banner as well in the meantime. And now, Cat out there as well, potentially looking for the remainders of that squad.
Just one player. Oh, I was going to say one player. A new team has arrived, and it's going to be Team 5 who are getting aggressive onto this. It's going to be Genesee, Frost, and the Palm Beach Peter.
Yeah, Genesee's an aggressor as well. Even if the Wraith is still going to try and find what he possibly can. Does get the shield not completely, but the Watts fence comes out for that defensive support. Looking that his teammate's going to be getting in there. And Team 5 have managed to get out, stay in there, but Team 10, with just the two of them remaining, have managed to get to the other build, and Team 5 on that chase and looking for more kills. Oh, 1 HP in a dream. He's going to get away. No, he might well just get away somehow.
And a great knock there onto Palm Beach Peter, but unfortunately it is not quite enough. That fight is over, so we're going to jump over to Team 1. We're very close to Team 12, and they'll be swinging around this corner, trying to get the knock. There is also a Newcastle as well. As you've seen, that Newcastle has hit the ultimate, is going to have bounced on away, and Pax is looking in from the outside. Team 12 have got this position on the other side of the door. They've already got the Newcastle ultimate out, as Clips is going to be leading this charge around the south side of the zone here.
Yeah, Team 9 are here in a commotion as well, and they're going to come down from the north looking to get third-party involvement if they possibly can and finish off the scraps as Team 12 and Team 1 do trade some blows here and get players weakened. And you can see Specs has managed to get down Bambi and finish him off, so there's at least one player finished from Team 1, and Team 9 are now right there up close, trying to finish off the remainder of Team 1, and they've done just that. They're completely eliminated, now have to deal with Team 12 on the inside of the building.
Team 9 having to reset slightly, and Vagabond Caleb has taken a huge amount of damage, just dropping on down a little bit low as Miguel also takes a huge amount of damage. It looks like Team 12 are pushing up. They're getting aggressive onto this push, and down goes Pax, swinging down that hill, looking for these players right now. The Bangalore's doing a good job, but it's not going to be enough. They go around that corner. It's a huge amount of damage that they have taken, but Pax has got to be careful. They're getting shot from behind, and it's going to be the Valkyrie. So Pax has done a good job to back on away, has hit the Q, as the teammates have managed to get the knocks. One player left remaining is going to be Imperial Rose, who takes a little bit more damage, just down to 70 HP remaining, but they're going to be dipping. They're going to be diving and hoping that they're going to be able to get away to get teammates back into the action.
Yeah, Team 12 aren't chasing because Team 7 and Team 17 are looking to get involvement here in the third party. That fight here as well. So Team 12 deciding, right, we'll let that player live for another day. Whether he gets the rest of his teammates up, we'll wait to find out here from Imperial Rose. We're on board with that Team 17. And as you can see, Sparrow was getting information possible, but Team 7, Team 18 flying in from the eastern side as well over at Lava Siphon. We know we're going from Siphon towards Thermal Station where the zone is pulling. So they've all got to make that rotation some way, and it's through a few different teams here. Meanwhile, Team 5, Team 12, they're at action.
We jump over to Team 5. Genesee has gone down, so it's up to Palm Beach Peter and King Frost, who are now going to be going up inside of the building. Genesee's taking a little bit of damage to that Maggie Q, but they are going to be able to stick the res. So Palm Beach Peter has got to try and hold them off. You can see that there is a player who's trying to get the shots. A nice triple take shot, but unfortunately the RE45 is just too good at the moment. So Frost is going to back on up to Genesee, trying to hit the shields as they go on down the hill. Specs on go, and Pax is trying to follow up on this. But I think for now they are going to be able to get away, and they're going to be able to hit that banner, as we are going to look ahead and see which other fights are happening. Team 17 seems to be in a fight.
Yeah, Team 17 versus 7. 17 have managed to finish off that fight quite quickly there, and 7 get completely eliminated off of the map, and we'll have to come back for the next map. But 13 squads remain here. You're going to head over towards stage in Team 4 and Team 16, trading blows across. Oh, Team 4 actually, our mod Alex here, he's in action as well. And where are they facing off against, actually? I can't see them on the map.
16. They're over at Landslide.
Yeah, it was 16. Yeah, that's what I was speaking about.
Yeah, you were.
The
And
other
Team
side.
13 are now also going to be moving in on this as well. Decaf grabbing some shields, as we are going to be having Sabuso on the core stick, trying to get a little bit of an angle on to Team 4. The problem we've got here as we look at the map is Team 3 are also going to be here. However, it's actually bouncing all the way back up to staging. So these guys are now, without quite knowing it, I mean, these guys will, Team 13, but they are fighting for a position in the final zone. And lovely shots coming out. Lake OFC does fall. They're going to try and get the finish onto that player, and it does come out. Lake is eliminated for now. The caustic barrel's going out, trying to defend this position.
Oh, my buttons aren't working.
The buttons aren't working for Mark, but it's all good. They're working over here as Caustic is now getting shot, and they've got to be really careful because this is Team 3 who is coming in. Sabuso has backed on up. We go over and have a look and see how Team 3 are doing. The Vets dropping on down low onto the low ground, but they have spotted somebody else coming in, and this is going to be Team 4 coming over from Mirage Etoile.
Yeah, interesting if they're going to be able to wrap around and start catching Team 13 off guard through the rock, right? Or are they going to wrap all the way around that big mountain side and coming from the behind? It doesn't look like they're going to go from behind, that's for sure. But Team 12 down here at the tree. You've got Team 5 and Team 14 all close here as well for this battle. Will it commence anytime soon? Everybody seems to be getting closer and closer to each other as these rings start to pull in. You won't get all more action. We've still got 12 squads remaining for it. There you go. The door opens. He takes a shot out. The door gets imploded. And now, I'm going to use an opportunity to go up there. Or are you just going to decide, right, there's a team to our left. Let's get out here. We're going to be able to get the zip line. And we're going to get the balloon out of here. And hopefully get to safety. Unless somebody from range is going to take out specs out of the sky. Like pigeon shooting, but not managing to pull it off. Just managed to get in to that pathway between the mountains, so might well at least hopefully be able to hold off the team that has to come through this building as well now.
Interesting here, Team 12, they used both the evac tower and the Wraith portal to move their way around. They do, however, have Team 5 and Team 6 inside of the zone. Team 5 are now going to be trying to use their own portal to get themselves away, as Team 6, I believe, are beneath them in a little bit of engagement with Team 17, who are just ahead. Jamstein, G, Leica, and Reaps moving on forward, and it's great Maggie drills coming out as Oryx does get taken down. The swing coming out from Jamstein. One goes down. The final player is just the Valkyrie, who is now up onto the height.
Yeah, well, it's living rent-free. Well, living your head rent-free. Well, maybe not just now as his teammates are all down. Nobody's really worried about you at this point in time. If you're Team 17, you've got Team 6 still taking this fight to Team 5. And who's going to come out on top? Because Team 5 have managed to get the knock on towards Reaps here from Genesee. And now just got to deal with Jam's team. That's just the hard part because he's going to be dunking and diving and moving away as quickly as possible. Julika and we're already warming up in customs prior to this. Is this going to come into tuition here? Is it going to show off how much they were doing? Nope, it isn't. It will be Reaps eliminated. Julika out. Team 6 out.
As we go over and see what Team 15 are. As I tried to click on Team 15, they did get eliminated. So instead, we'll go over to Team 3. We're trying to swing around this corner and trying to take out that last player of Team 19. They successfully do that, and Harvester is going to be their location. We have a quick look at the map to see how everybody is doing. And right now, I'm going to look and just see how Living the Head Rent-Free is going to be able to do that. They're sticking it out here as a solo. I wonder if they're going to try and jump down and grab the banners is the question. The thing is, he's playing it really slow. He's playing it really small. He does have the ultimate, and he's going to have both the big, quick takeoff and the ability to see through walls as well. So
you'll know where he can land and where he can get into safety once he eventually collects these banners. But he knows there's players below him. He's not going to take that chance yet. But instead, he takes to the sky. He could have waited just a few seconds longer. He would have been able to get them banners. But he's going to have to craft them now.
As we jump over to see the Team 3 and Team 12 having a bit of an engagement. We saw it on the scans. They are now at the moment on this little bit of the height above the tunnel. Nevets does take a lot of damage. The problem you've got here as Team 3 is although that you've got to move into the zone towards Team 12, you've also got Team 5 who are going to be on the low ground towards the Harvester side. Though the tunnel is free and they have been able to jump down onto it. Andrew, though, has got to get his way down. Thankfully, he's a Valkyrie, so he's going to be able to do it. However, it's taking a lot of damage from Genesee and co of Team 5. Healing up for now. As Team 12 are going to be very happy to play that height. The problem is Pax has got to be careful because Pax is up on ahead and has now been spotted out by Team 13.
Yeah, Team 3 have managed to get away through the tunnel, so they're going to be able to escape for a little bit longer into that new zone right on the edge. They are currently Team 13, the only team really inside the zone at staging so far, but they're in between the rocks, in between the passing point. There's only 2 ways through, though. You can't, unless you're going to over the mountainside, you have to go through where Team 13 are, or where Team 3 just took that tunnel. So that's going to be the only ways in towards staging for the teams on the southern side.
Team 5, meanwhile, are deep down in thermal station and now hitting an evac tower. It's a bold choice, but they have managed to get it off. Palm Beach Pizza and Frost have taken a little bit of damage. Genesee hasn't taken any, and they're now actually going to be able to fly all the way in. Currently, this looks like to be a great landing. They've taken the slight low ground on the train tracks, and they've got options here for themselves. A little bit of damage being taken, and Genesee's going to hit that Q to get themselves into the building. They don't have any defensive legends, as this is a hyper-aggressive composition with the Octane, Maggie, and the Wraith. Good shots as Genesee climbs up onto the height and manages to crack, but unfortunately get cracks themselves, and it's just got to avoid those frag grenades that are now getting thrown in. He's got to be careful, though, because Team 13 are pushing up.
Yeah, they're not scared. They're taking that fight towards them here. Team 5 trying to stand their ground as much as possible. Sabusio trying to get the damage dealt here. Team 12 in the meantime do go down. Sabusio's going to have to back down himself. He is weakened quite considerably, and they have to reset before taking that fight back to Team 5. We've got 5 squads still remaining. Team 4, Team 3 on the edges, Team 17 in a building inside staging, all cushy.
They've revived as well. So it's living your head rent-free, actually managed to get themselves up into, craft the banners, and has now managed to get the teammates back into this game. Big shout out there to Team 17, as Team 5 are now going to be looking at those newly respawned players as they've had to drop onto this low ground of the pillar. The Maggie drills coming out and are going to be removing those hard light windows, as we're going to go back over to Team 13, who have now got a good position up towards this Dorito building, and they're going to be having shots going down towards both Team 4, who are the ones on the right-hand side where the Newcastle is, as well as Team 3, who we saw earlier go through the train tunnel.
Yeah, you feel bad for Team 4 because they're pretty much pinched on either side here as soon as you come past this rockway in the passage. Team 13 have lost 1 for now. Make that 2 as Carney Cara goes down. It's all down to Decaf, but Decaf has been swung and all of a sudden he gets 1 down, but surely he's not going to deal with the rest of them. He's trying as hard as he's utmost, but he can't control it. Team 3 also eliminated quite quickly afterwards. We have 3 squads remaining. Team 5 taking the fight to Team 4. This could end in devastation. Team 17, who have just got that fresh reset, they've not even had to get involved yet. They are so close in the zone. They are so cushy in their position and a chance to guarantee themselves in that top 2 as it stands here. If Team 4 and Team 5 really go to trade and get these kills done back and forward. 17, they're pushing on out. They're trying to come back for an opportunity to pick up some kills.
You mentioned earlier that Team 4 are in a rough position as they might get pinched. However, somehow Team 4 were the only team that came out of that fight because Team 3 decided to take the low ground via the train cuts and pushed up against it. Team 17, though, have actually made an interesting maneuver, and there's one player who is pretty close as downstairs Team 5 are getting a reset, and Team 17 are now going to be trying to get aggressive, and it's just not worked out for them.
Yep, they've lost 2. Oryx manages to get put back up, but it keeps taking the portal back where Team 5 are, and that's going to get yourself in a sticky mess. This is a very strange situation which Team 17 could have been in the best spot waiting on Team 4 and Team 5 to fight it out. They decided to get aggressive. They're losing their members. First of all, live in your head rent-free, who got his team back alive, is now out first. Oryx is down. Croak looking to go down to the storm here, unless somehow he can stay alive. Well, he is in the queue and doesn't stay alive for long. It's Team 5, Team 4 to fight this one out. Up off the high ground and some below. We know the stories from Star Wars. There's one, detached drops down, finds one, looks to find a second. It could be all but over here. Team 4 just need the final member of Team 5 who has dipped, dive and run away, Genesee. He's doing his utmost, but it's going to be a very difficult task from here on out.
Pull out the Kraber. Trick shot it.
Do it. Oh, that's a cut.
Got
That's a punch.
The uppercut comes in. The boxing is happening right now. And replicating that perfectly is going to be Detached. 3 kills coming in via all 3 of that last team. A big shout out there to Detached on the Octane.
Yeah, Detached getting aggressive as the Octane, as you'd expect an Octane to do in that situation. They've done a fantastic job to do it, get 3 kills. Their overall team score of 4 kills plus the win as well. It's going to add up to a good tally. Nobody really standout performing in terms of absolute slaying here other than NX Vets. Well, NX Vets has just been absolutely running at 13. Unlucky for some, but not for him. A good score to be getting on your score sheet for sure. But what a good first match to kick us off here. World's Edge always makes an interesting set of games here for the map for sure. And hopefully we don't take too much long before we get into that next match. But remember, we're here live on Shareplay. If you haven't got your play tag signed up already, get your name. Get it done before somebody else steals it. Unless you're unique like myself with Mark of G, or just like It's Me Ben B. It'll be very unlikely that there's going to be more than one. But if there is, it's going to be Mr. It's Me Ben B 2 next up, and Mark of G E. Maybe an extra E on the end. I have no idea, but they're going to have to change it up. So make sure you grab your own one and get yourself in the chat. Start chatting away to us, because it earns XP and it all builds up towards marketplace goodies.
Well, if you want to know about those marketplace goodies, we'll hit you with an intermission just shortly after this. But I do want to give a big overall look at the overall leaderboard as that currently stands. That does obviously get updated pretty soon after. And actually, 100 flour off my sack. Sure, 100 grams of flour is going to be leveling Zenzo's performance. So a great start there for 100 grams. We've also got Lotus Nesu, who is only 10 points behind now, with Cyreo jumping up to 300. Ibi maintaining their 5th place position, and I can see that in the chat, Ibi has said that they will be holding top 5 tonight. You've heard it here tonight. Ibi is here to stay, and that's what I love to see here, with players coming in and wanting to hold that. Also, from that good performance from the CCE UCX Alex the mod, we actually have he has actually managed to push himself up into the 7th position. So a good showing from Alex and co. But we are going to, as I mentioned, we're going to head over to a quick intermission sponsored by the wonderful folks over at Shareplay. Make sure that you are getting yourself involved. Sign up to Shareplay so that you can get yourself involved in the marketplace, which is exactly what this is all about.
To get started, navigate to Marketplace from the top menu or the left side navigation. Here, you'll find a variety of items available to unlock and purchase. You can select individual items or add multiple items to your cart and check out all at once. Once your purchase is complete, your items will automatically be saved in My Collections, located in your vault. Inside your vault, you can view and manage everything you've collected. Items from your collection can be used across Shareplay. For example, you can customize your profile decorations, badges, and other visual elements from the settings page to stand out in the community. You can also use your XP points to redeem items in the marketplace. Some items can be unlocked at full XP value, while others may be available at discounted XP rates. And this is just the beginning. New items, collections, and seasonal packs will continue to be added to the marketplace. If you run into any issues, visit the Help Center or contact support for assistance. Head to the Shareplay Marketplace today and start building your collection.
Shareplay.
Welcome to the Shareplay Marketplace. To get started, navigate to Marketplace from the top menu or the left side navigation. Here, you'll find a variety of items available to unlock and purchase. You can select individual items or add multiple items to your cart and check out all at once. Once your purchase is complete, your items will automatically be saved in My Collections, located in your vault. Inside your vault, you can view and manage everything you've collected. Items from your collection can be used across Shareplay. For example, you can customize your profile decorations, badges, and other visual elements from the settings page to stand out in the community. You can also use your XP points to redeem items in the marketplace. Some items can be unlocked at full XP value, while others may be available at discounted XP rates. And this is just the beginning. New items, collections, and seasonal packs will continue to be added to the marketplace. If you run into any issues, visit the Help Center or contact support for assistance. Head to the Shareplay marketplace today and start building your collection.
Shareplay.
Welcome to the Shareplay marketplace. To get started, navigate to Marketplace from the top menu or the left side navigation. Here, you'll find a variety of items available to unlock and purchase. You can select individual items or add multiple items to your cart and check out all at once. Once your purchase is complete, your items will automatically be saved in My Collections, located in your vault. Inside your vault, you can view and manage everything you've collected. Items from your collection can be used across Shareplay. For example, you can customize your profile decorations, badges, and other visual elements from the settings page to stand out in the community. You can also use your XP points to redeem items in the marketplace. Some items can be unlocked at full XP value, while others may be available at discounted XP rates. And this is just the beginning. New items, collections, and seasonal packs will continue to be added to the marketplace. If you run into any issues, visit the Help Center or contact support for assistance. Head to the Shareplay marketplace today and start building your collection.
Shareplay.
Welcome to the Shareplay marketplace. To get started, navigate to Marketplace from the top menu or the left side navigation. Here, you'll find a variety of items available to unlock and purchase. You can select individual items or add multiple items to your cart and check out all at once. Once your purchase is complete, your items will automatically be saved in My Collections, located in your vault. Inside your vault, you can view and manage everything you've collected. Items from your collection can be used across Shareplay. For example, you can customize your profile decorations, badges, and other visual elements from the settings page to stand out in the community. You can also use your XP points to redeem items in the marketplace. Some items can be unlocked at full XP value, while others may be available at discounted XP rates. And this is just the beginning. New items, collections, and seasonal packs will continue to be added to the marketplace. If you run into any issues, visit the Help Center or contact support for assistance. Head to the Shareplay marketplace today and start building your collection. First, navigate to the top right of the page and click the co-streaming icon. Then select Start Co-Stream. This will open the co-stream modal where you can search for friends using their play tag. You can invite up to 4 users to join your co-stream. Next, customize your stream by selecting colors, or simply use the preset options. Once you've sent your invites, click Start Co-Stream. As your friends accept, you'll see them join you live. You can swap participants at any time to make them the primary focus on screen. And no matter where viewers are watching from, chat stays unified and synchronized across all communities. Streaming just got more collaborative and a whole lot better on Shareplay. Start co-streaming today. And if you run into any issues, reach out to customer support.
Shareplay.
How to start co-streaming on Shareplay. First, navigate to the top right of the page and click the co-streaming icon. Then select Start Co-Stream. This will open the co-stream modal where you can search for friends using their play tag. You can invite up to 4 users to join your co-stream. Next, customize your stream by selecting colors, or simply use the preset options. Once you've sent your invites, click Start Co-Stream. As your friends accept, you'll see them join you live. You can swap participants at any time to make them the primary focus on screen. And no matter where viewers are watching from, chat stays unified and synchronized across all communities. Streaming just got more collaborative and a whole lot better on Shareplay. Start co-streaming today. And if you run into any issues, reach out to customer support.
Shareplay.
How to start co-streaming on Shareplay. First, navigate to the top right of the page and click the co-streaming icon. Then select Start Co-Stream. This will open the co-stream modal where you can search for friends using their play tag. You can invite up to 4 users to join your co-stream. Next, customize your stream by selecting colors, or simply use the preset options. Once you've sent your invites, click Start Co-Stream. As your friends accept, you'll see them join you live. You can swap participants at any time to make them the primary focus on screen. And no matter where viewers are watching from, chat stays unified and synchronized across all communities. Streaming just got more collaborative and a whole lot better on Shareplay. Start co-streaming today. And if you run into any issues, reach out to customer support.
Shareplay.
How to start co-streaming on Shareplay. First, navigate to the top right of the page and click the co-streaming icon. Then select Start Co-Stream. This will open the co-stream modal where you can search for friends using their play tag. You can invite up to 4 users to join your co-stream. Next, customize your stream by selecting colors, or simply use the preset options. Once you've sent your invites, click Start Co-Stream. As your friends accept,
Welcome back, everyone. Once again, going to kick us off with our second matchup of the day. We have the Legend Bands, as we said previously, for match number 1. But this time, it's going to be a bit of a change. We've got a Mirage. Strange. But okay, we'll take it. And an Altar.
No surprise there that the Altar has been banned, but Mirage, I mean, at the moment, coming in as a 15th pick in the overalls, 2.2%, only 11 picks over the course of the whole weekend. And Mirage is out. So interesting to see that. Why? I'm interested to see why Mirage has been picked. Maybe there's just like a few people in this lobby that go, you know what, I get bamboozled too much. So you know what, I just need that legend gone. That's the only thing I can think.
On a niche district, there's just too much bodies and they get confused and just don't want it because they're bouncing around everywhere. Maybe, I don't know. Very interesting one nonetheless. But yeah, like we said, we've barely seen Mirage over the course of the weekend so far. And we're not going to see him, at least in this matchup anyway. It might well be in the other lobby once that kicks off again. But, you know, as it stands, Alter kind of expect it. I'm surprised Octane hasn't been banned yet. And Caustic, again, not been banned yet. That was a very favourable pick ban for sure, especially in the district. Caustic could be devastating.
Well, in the chat here, I've been seeing loads of people talking away over the course of the break. One of those being Kings, who's asked, how do you get involved in this? And this is the CCE Solo Queue League. If you would like to get yourself involved, head over to CCE.gg. All you need to do is sign up using your Apex account and your Discord. Join the Discord as well so that you can ask any questions you would like to the team. They can get you involved, talking to or getting yourself involved, playing along these games, meeting new teammates, and getting yourself up that leaderboard. If you would like to earn more money as well, there is also the Solo Queue League Premium. And that service not only gives you priority in the queues, but also, as I head over to the overall leaderboard, you can see that you actually are able to earn more money. At the moment, Zenzo Apex currently sat in first position. Without Premium, would go away with $50. However, with Premium goes away with 120. So it's definitely something that is worth doing. You also get more opportunities to win money because without Premium, it's only the top 15 places that go away with the money. When you have Premium, it's actually the top 25. So it's definitely something that is worth doing if you are going to be planning on sticking around and playing along, because it is an absolute blast to play as it is to cast. As we are going to now go into our third map. Is that third map? Second map.
No, it's definitely only the second one.
Second, my gosh. There we go. Second map going in. E-District. I can't wait.
Yeah, I definitely can't wait. I love a E-District nonetheless. This is going to be an interesting one to see how this plays out. Different members, different players in the lobby this time around. Obviously, if you left early in the previous match, you were clearly going to get into the queue quickly for the next match, and that's kind of how it goes. So there's constant regening of players, and however quickly you go, however quickly you get back in a lobby, or vice versa. The longer you're in the match, obviously the more points you gain, which is obviously what you're looking to accumulate across the course of the games. But also means when you finish, you might be a wee bit of a wait until another lobby pops back up again to get into it. And obviously it's the most points in the end that you have to work towards. It works on the base of a rank MMR system, where obviously if you go into a game and you don't reach a threshold, you'll lose points. So yeah, you've always got to keep an eye on that as well. Every single game, at least try and get past the threshold. Make sure you're guaranteed to get some points added to your scoreboard. And kills do that. Placement definitely does that for the most part as we head into the ship, into E District. Game number 2. About to start.
So we have a little look here. Nobody over at Stadium, which is going to be great for team number 7, because team 7 are now going to get both this location and Stadium if they so desire, which is great to see. I'm just going to double check and see where our Watson is going to go. Hopefully straight over to a beacon so that they can hit that beacon scan. Actually, you know, they've landed between 2. Really helpful, Watson. Come on.
Get in there, pick one of them.
Come
Don't go in
on.
between them all. You're the person that has to do the job. But unfortunately, not going to get there yet. There is going to be a team up at Lotus who's got a chance to see where this goes as well. Team number 3 surely will be the scan that I would hope as well. But you just never know, eh? Like, they're close to beacons. Do they have a character for it? That is the next question.
At the moment, it doesn't really look like any of these legends have actually got the capacity to actually scan a beacon. As I'm sort of bouncing around these different teams, we are looking to get that first ring pool though, and it is going to be heading to the sort of central north section. So we'll have to wait and see where that goes. At the moment, it does look like actually though we are going to be getting Alex is going to be moving their way up. Is going to hit that beacon for us. Are you going to hit this? Come on.
It's
It's literally right next to you. Come on. Come on.
What?
Scan it.
Where?
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 Scan.
What? Where is it? I don't know where I'm going. What do you mean? Oh, I'll just upgrade my weapon. No, that's okay. Alex is going to upgrade the weapon. Ready to go.
Yeah, you know, the
Ready and
beacon
raring to
scan,
go.
Nobody actually cares about where we're actually going.
We don't care.
You know, it
Nobody
doesn't.
needs
We
to
don't care.
know.
We don't
It's
care.
not important.
We don't need it. We don't need it. What we do need to know though is how Team 17 are getting on as they get aggressive up against the Team 14 who landed down towards Old Town.
Yep, as always, our regular start off is always seems to be an Old Town kickoff. You do see Flower of Zac can down Alex already here as well. That's another fight on going up towards Energy Bank, but that's not going to be it the way that they want it to go. 17 not managing to find where Team 14 are yet, playing in around the buildings. Once again, another Hemlock being picked up again. It's been so many picks. I'd love to see the stats on what weapons have been used the most here as well. I'm sure Hemlock must be right up there now with the changes that has brought into the meta, and is definitely becoming a go-to pick of weapon. I quite like it now that it's auto fire, because the bursts for me never ever worked for me.
I personally agree with you there. I'm not a burst gun fan, and to be honest,
Shit.
the only burst gun I do like at the moment is the RE45, and so are some of these players who are absolutely slaying with it here tonight. The Revenant, last player remaining on this team. The Maggie Ball does go out as Oryx is going to swing around this corner, trying to pick up the Revenant. Down goes Ross, and that is our first team eliminated. Meanwhile, Team 6 are going to be in engagement in the middle of the map. They've managed to get a squad wipe. However, Sabuso is going to be down. Cheese Supper is on the height, and it is just down to Decaf.
Yeah. It's going to be a difficult situation here because the pressure does come, but he gets a knock onto Cheese Supper, one of these really aggressive players who normally will win these ones. This time, Decaf comes out on top, and he's got the caustic gas there to support him here as well, so nobody can come in to push him while he gets that regen of health and shield, which is very much needed to try and take on the other 2 members. But there is going to be a third party getting involved here. Team 5 have got to deal with now Team 6 and Team number 12.
Unfortunately, goes on down. Tried to swap for a different weapon rather than going for the Prowler. And unfortunately now, the third party does come out, but it is just going to be a duo. So Cat on the Pathfinder, not a legend that we've seen a huge amount of during this tournament, is going to be now up on the height, trying to get some angles, as is our Valkyrie. Maggie comes up the zip line. That's the word for it. And it's going to be pushing them back with the use of the drill. Just at the moment, up to Cat, who is playing up on the height. And he's going to go down for it. Just one player left remaining. It's going to be the Valkyrie. Valkyrie with 5 HP and a dream is going to accidentally hit the beacon. The tactical going to hit the ultimate and just 1 HP.
Dead. One tap.
Heartbreaking. Heartbreaking. As we're going to go up towards Team 16, who are in a bit of a 3-way engagement right now. Team 16 with Team 7 just nearby, and a crack has come in onto TTV Skelly. Skelly, we saw doing some beautiful shots yesterday with that R99. He's going to be hoping to replicate that for now. At the moment, the fight does seem to be slightly getting delayed. So I'm just keeping an eye on the map as Team 3 are going to be in a slightly more active engagement. I take that back. They're actually just shooting at a...
No, they are shooting at one player disappearing, but he is off skiing. Denny's got away to safety because his 2 teammates are down and out, and they're going to have to reset. But the problem with this is E-District, there's so many places to subside and stick into positions. But so far, we've already got half the lobby remaining. Only 10 squads remain. Yes, we did start off with 16, so technically it's not half of the lobby, but half of a normal lobby at least anyway. But inside Energy Bank, that Team 6 are still trying to face down Team 11, who are slowly running off as far away as possible. But Team 6 are on that prowl, and it's going to be Cheese Supper, and like again, you're going to expect that to chase them on down.
Good shots there coming in from Cheese. Lovely there. Does get slightly stunned by the arc star that was thrown down, and we are going to be having Team 11, who unfortunately BBL is going to be disconnected, so Fear is going to be running for their live. Team 6 is trying to chase them down, as we're going to go back over to see how Team 16 are doing, and it does look like they've decided to disengage from that engagement with Team 7. However, Team 7 are actually getting shot at still by one of the remaining players from Team 16. And that is going to be the lifeline of all characters, who has decided to stay brave and get aggressive on it. But they are now going to be backing on away. And Team 7 are now going to move down from the height, trying to get some shots down on that retreating lifeline.
Yeah, well, we have 9 squads remaining already. We've got Team 11 and Team 6 inside the building here, about to face off here. And it looks like it is going to be Sabusiu that comes out on top for that one. Fear gets knocked. Now it's down BBL, who we said decede completely. He's stuck wherever they are on that minimap. They're not going to be going anywhere from draft point anytime soon. So we'll jump off that, because that's practically a full team wipe. But it's not really, because if he comes back in eventually, you never know. I don't know if you can reconnect. Can you? Is that even possible?
Yeah,
you're on Apex.
You can reconnect. Yeah, you can. Yeah. You can reconnect. It does look like our next engagement is going to be between Team 6, which is going to be Cheese Supper and Co, up against team number 14, who's taken a lot of damage. Both Croat and Heiter and Orenix all taking a lot of damage. And so right now, Team 6 are in a really good position, particularly with those purple shields. They're going to keep on pushing up. You do have the Valkyrie, so they are going to be able to put down the tactical to get rid of the smoke. At the moment, though, they are just creeping. And there comes the smoke to try and get rid of a little bit of that, the tactical even, to get rid of some of that smoke. However, the fast retreat is seemingly coming out.
Yeah, well, Team 11 does get eliminated. That was the player that DC'd, so there you go. There comes the elimination overall. So now we're down to 8 squads remaining. Energy Bank, where the fight is about to commence here, as Cheese Supper and Co are still trying to hunt down Team 14. They're taking damage, hate it, but they're at least managing to stay alive and not worry about it as it stands here, hiding in the portal here from Rafe as they get their way towards his teammate, who Crow has got themselves a wee bit further ahead of Team 6, but not really too far away, really. They're still looking to chase them on down, and it's really the only fight so far, because with 8 squads remaining and we're only going to round 2, I mean, there's a lot of maps to play with.
A really good drill there coming out from Cheese. However, the Wraith has queued on away. That Maggie does, though, get absolutely blasted. And really good drills and balls coming out from both teams right now. But Cheese Supper is on a tear. Is going to swing around that corner. Is going to be able to get the knock onto Croat. 1 player left remaining of Team 14. It's going to be Heiter. Heiter with just 1 HP is not going to be enough. Down go Team 14 and Team 6 are here. Team 3 are now going to be in an engagement.
Yep, 3-way fight here at Team 18, Team 2 involved in this one. Team 3 though, looking to beg back in town here. Hero trying to be the hero, pushed up so far, got himself caught out, has to dip back along with his teammate Detach, who obviously won that previous map. Looking to try and go back-to-back maps, which would be great on that score sheet for them if they can continue to do so. Meanwhile, Team 6, they've turned their back and they're looking to go back towards Team 1 here. They were just managed to make that way through, and now they're just taking the fight to Ibby. 100 flour of my sack, who pushed yourself all the way up. 100 grams, sorry, flour of my sack. I don't know why it's such a long-winded name. And then Carnes, Zero. They're starting to be chased down, but Valgalt comes in, and they're going to be able to get out of there free of charge, and Chase Upper will just have to be like, well, we're going to have to find him somewhere in the zone later on now, and Team Frio will be taking shots at them as they pass over. But with that ability from the ult, you can see exactly where it's free, and to be honest, most of the map is pretty free.
As you can see, there is the map. Team 6 are going to be making their way on forward. They're going to have to be aware of Team 1, who they've already tagged, and will be getting tags on via the use of that Cheese Supper Maggie drill. They're now going to make their way on slightly down towards the crafter, it looks like, to maybe grab themselves a battery. However, there is a team just ahead, and that is going to be Team 16, currently playing it out as a trio. I believe it is actually 21, yep, 21 players, 7 teams remaining. It is going to be full trios left remaining in this lobby, with Team 6 and Team 1 at this moment in time looking for that engagement. Team 6 have got to try and rotate away, and Sabuso does have the ultimate available. So Cheese takes a huge amount of damage. Thankfully, though, they are going to be able to heal on up before they pop that ultimate again. Thankfully, with the latest season, Valkyrie is able to cancel her ult on with no penalty charge. And as a Valk main, I highly appreciate that. Now we're going to look at Team 6 to see where they rotate on into. Flying on.
Scanning. All the scans come up. Not very many people to scan on their way in there, so plenty of areas that's free of charge to get themselves involved in and spot that building, get themselves set up inside zone. You've got Team 1 that's having to make their way into that zone, but there is only a few more teams that are in and around the area to be fighting one another, and that's going to be Team 3 and Team 7, who are the closest teams to get into action if it does kick off. And Team 3 already, you can see Xeon taking damage, having to pop that battery cell to get themselves back to full, at least in the shield count. And there we'll see the syringe pop as well to get the full health back involved, in spraying and praying and hoping that somebody will peek a window for a second. Nobody's going to do that yet from Hero, but you know what? You're in a good situation at this point in time. You're in the top 7 squads already. Got a couple of kills to your name already as well, with Detach finding 3 in the lobby so far. That's the same as we ended when they won the map as well in the previous map.
Team 3 swings around that corner with the wingman. It's going to be Detached. Teammate is following up on this, and they are going to be putting down the Valkyrie Tactical, so the door does get destroyed. However, Hero is taking a huge amount of damage. He's going to need the teammates to follow up. That is exactly what the Valkyrie is doing. Some good shots there going out onto the Caustic, I believe that was, as Detached now puts a nade in and does get a crack as well. Teammate trying to swing on over is going to be Hero. Moon is still on the outside. Xeon needs to get up in this action to help out the team, as they have managed to get the first knock, and it has been Cheese Supper who does fall.
Cheese Supper and Omega goes down here as well. I feel like they're on the same team, aren't they? But General goes down next, and obviously wasn't Omega, but it's going to be the General that does get finished off there. And now Team 3 owning the map as it is. They got Team 16 here as well, and it's Knock who's been knocked first. Detached finds 1, but the trade does come in from Ergard. Detached though is finished off with its Knock, and now all of a sudden Hero and Zeno looking to try and stay alive, but Zeno can't do it. It's all down to the Hero plays, and he does just that. He manages to back them down at least. And Team 3 stay alive and kicking for now, but there's still 1 member to deal with, and if they can win this fight, they'll knock out 16, and it's exactly what they have done. 6 squads remain here in the zone, and we're heading 30 more seconds before the zone closes behind them. Team 3 will have to get into that new zone along with Team 6, who also trying to third party from that fight. Cheese Supper staying alive, even though with General going down and Cheese Supper, they got to reset quite quickly, and they are still in the fight.
That was the Valkyrie there. We saw both Cheese and General go down in that fight. They tried to third party, both got taken down quickly. So Sabueso managed to get themselves away to get the reset, which is great to see. And they're now going to be playing on this sort of south side of City Hall zone. They're going to be happy to move up, though, towards Team 1, who are currently occupying the bridge. And they've got a really good position here, but they have got to be careful because Team 1, looking down at Team 18, who are residing within the building, have got to be careful of Team 6 coming from their southeast-hand side, from the City Hall. And that's what we're going to be seeing Team 6 doing right now. They're actually using the Valk ultimate and are trying to find somewhere in the zone to play.
Yeah, exactly. Whereabouts in the zone can you play? You can get pretty much a lot of it is still available inside here. Team 1 though, and Team 6, they're going to be pretty much in the open bridge-wise in this big massive passing, and it'll be on either end of it as well with his own pull in behind him. Team 6 might be stuck between two sides, and Team 3, Team 7 looking to try and get involved with them and start to fight on this bridge, and that's exactly what they've done. Start to aggress this fight as quickly as they possibly can, because you know what? He knows there's somebody behind him as well. That is pretty clever of Team 6. There's damage, there's ticks. That is massive nades.
Oh my gosh.
Lots of information gathered, and Cheese could just wipe them all up. Is he going to do all three? 1v3, Cheese Supper, come on.
Wait for the drill. He's going to wait for the drill, puts that drill in. Brilliant use of waiting for that utility. He's going to swing round that corner, and they are just being cooked. It's a furnace made by Cheese Supper.
That is unbelievable play there from Cheese Supper. Waited his time, waited for the drill, got it involved, and done exactly what needed to be done to get the team wiped. Now we've got 5 squads remaining, and now Team 3, they'll be looking to try and do exactly what Team 6 has just done to that team inside that building.
Well, unfortunately, they don't have a Maggie, so they aren't going to be able to do exactly what was just done to what they just did to that other team. It's going to be just relying on gunplay right now. Detached, looking at them with the wingman, and we know how good Detached has been. Already winning that first game. Obviously finished that one there with a Kraber and a car, this time with the wingman and the Hemlock. And the team are actually going to be playing on the outside. They've managed to get themselves underneath. A little bit of a rogue use of the jump pad, though. But they have found themselves
pretty interesting. I like it. I like it. It's something different. We have to see something different every single time. Different use of what they can use around them. And that jump pad from Detached. And now, with 5 squads remaining, this zone starts to pull closer and closer and closer. Engagements will start to come thick and fast here. You've got a Kraber here as well from Palm Beach. What are we going to see pull out from this one? Or is he going to take too much damage himself? Teammate though, Pax, has been taken down. Codex looking to go next here. He's weakened, no shields remaining for the Revenant. And now, down to very low flesh. Palm Beach, he might not even get the chance to use this Kraber. At this point in time, he's got the wingmans with the one-shots, but he manages to take down Hero. Team 18 eliminated in the meantime as well. That's another kill here going for Palm Beach, but there comes the Valk, and he's charging on in. Takes him down. The Codex still alive somehow. He's trying to take the fight back. He'll go down. Pax is back up as well. They got the reset. It is absolutely carnage down here. And he's going to be able to get out here, Pax, with that Wraith Q. Straight to another enemy. They're like, are we getting away from here? We ain't going that way or back. But Codex might get reset here unless we follow the pathway.
Codex following them through. They are now going to get pushed up. I think they've tried to spot them out with that Valkyrie. Wouldn't be surprised if some nades do come out in just a second. There they come. The swing comes in from the Maggie, and they fall so quickly. 3 squads remaining, 8 players left, and it's going to be a duo of team number 3, who look like they actually are trying to stick the revive, and it has managed to come off. Team 3 have managed to get Hero back into this. Thankfully, Xenon manages to get back up onto the height in just enough time. Detached is doing what they can. Some lovely shots with the wingman, but it is not quite enough. So it is now down to Xenon, who's going to have to try and suppressive fire. Sai comes down from the height to back up the team.
Yeah, Hero and Xenon here trying to stay alive, though. Detached using the shield here to keep it, but the drills come in, and all of a sudden Xeon and Hero's massively. Hero goes down. Xeon There's quite low in health as well. Comes out into the open, gets eliminated. And now Sabuso with the most kills in the lobby. Cheese Supper not far behind. His team is absolutely fragging it out, and they're looking to come up on top here as they get the one knock here. Sabuso goes to the high ground with very little HP, relying on the teammate. Ibby goes down. It's 1 versus 3. It is going to be one and done. And team number 6 will come out on top. That is a fantastic score on the door. Cheese Supper, Sabuso, both with 9 kills apiece, and Degeneral with 3. That is a massive scoreline
You have to say
for the second game.
DeGeneral's done a huge amount of work there as the Lifeline. I may have trash talked Lifeline a little bit earlier, but in this instance, you cannot trash talk that performance. 3 kills and probably lots of assists going to DeGeneral. Backing up your 2 teammates who both got 9 kills apiece. A wonderful showing from that team, managing to take the W. And also, I want to give a big shout out because Team 1, that team who ended up in 2nd position, they were actually in completely free on the other side of the bridge, saw the fight happening, and they were the ones that actually came in 3rd party. So Team 6, who ended up going away with the win, were actually not at full health and could easily have been wiped. But they managed to turn that around with great gun skill, close down that push, that 3rd party, and came away with the W.
Yeah, that was a massive play indeed. And, you know, just Cheese Supper's 1v3 with his Maggie drill and waiting his time and going in there and swinging it, thinking, they're all just sitting inside his building. This is easy pickings for me. I'll bide my time. I'll go down. I'll send the nades. He got so much damage numbers on that play. That's definitely got to be clip of the week, or a contender at least for the clip of the weekend, because what a fantastic individual play from Cheese Supper. And we're getting himself right up in that lobby leaderboard, I am sure as hell, because he was dropping down slowly, but all of a sudden he has pushed himself straight into 1st spot, and he's not far behind Zenzo when it comes to the amount of kills in this weekend so far. Only 5 kills now behind, but look at the difference in assists. Definitely helping along with every member in his team.
100%. I mean, that is great showing there from Cheese. Big shout out as well. Cyria, I believe, was also in that team. Was that dropped on down, I believe, got revived late in there. I think they may have come 3rd with Psy. So big shout out to them, who've now pushed themselves up into 4th with some good placement yet again. And I think what we're seeing here is, yes, there are a few players who maybe are fragging out, the likes of Zenzo and Cheese, but I mean, comparatively, Cheese has got 31 kills. Psy has only got 14 kills. However, obviously, the placement that Psy has been getting has been far superior to make it that they're actually on exactly the same amount of points. And this is probably by far and away our closest that we've ever had the overall leaderboard going into a sort of halfway through our second day, which is wonderful to see.
Yeah, it definitely is wonderful to see indeed. And it's looking like it's always changing at the top, which is exactly why this is a very interesting competition to get involved in. So solo queue, you randomly get selected with other players that are all joining that queue as individuals, just like playing your solo ranked queues back on Apex when you don't have friends to play with, just like myself. Actually, to be honest, I'm not even high enough ranked probably to be playing with anybody. I'm not even high enough ranked to join this, to be fair. Because you got to be level 100 to get yourself involved, because that means you are an avid player of Apex Legends. You have also options for Legends, etc. like that. I'm pretty basic because I had to reset my whole control, like my whole setup. So like I can't even remember what my old level was. So I reset it. I don't play as much as I wish I could now as an old man. But these guys are there playing every single day, and you could just see by the skill that's going on the show. When Cheese Supper showing a lot of skill, we've seen Zenzo popping off. We've seen loads of people doing fantastic things. Lotus Nesu, who's been dropping down. I don't even know if we've seen him tonight so far as well. I don't even see him in the lobbies, dropping quite considerably down. So maybe not involved tonight. This could be the difference maker as well. The more games you put in, the more chance you have of gaining more points and climbing the leaderboard.
Absolutely. I'm not entirely sure if the system is bugged, but if it isn't, we're currently at 1.4k viewers, which I don't know if that is right. If that is right, welcome everybody to the chat. It's wonderful to have you all here, even if it isn't at 1.4k, which would be insane. Thank you to everybody who is chatting away. It is great to see so many people in here. I've loved to be sort of seeing the conversation, people talking about how they're getting on personally, how everybody else is doing. I can see here that Ibby saying, I was trying to farm. Absolutely love that from you, Ibby. We want to see more farming coming in from you and lots of other people as well. Get yourself chatting, because as we mentioned, you are going to be able to use that XP that you gain from chatting away in the chat to be able to put towards things like new banners for yourself on Shareplay in the marketplace, but also potentially some esports tournaments that may well be coming around the corner from Shareplay as well, which you definitely want to be a part of. We're gonna hit
10k prize pool
Oh.
potential up for grabs. I mean, that's nothing to be grumbling at for sure. Not the likes of getting every single week and earning money here as well in the solo queue league. So yeah, like you said, it's going to hit us while we break here before we get set up for our next match, which will be over on Storm Point. We'll be seeing every single different map, which is great again.
Coins to your wallet. First, log into your Shareplay account. Next, navigate to the Play Coin icon in the upper right corner. Click on the Add Play Coins button. Choose how many Play Coins you want to purchase. Fill out your payment details and complete your Play Coin purchase. Your new Play Coin balance will be in your wallet. Use Play Coins to shout out your favorite streamer by gifting a super play and stand out in chat. Add as many Play Coins to your wallet as needed. Connect with other users and grow your community.
Shareplay.
How to add Play Coins to your wallet. First, log into your Shareplay account. Next, navigate to the Play Coin icon in the upper right corner. Click on the Add Play Coins button. Choose how many Play Coins you want to purchase. Fill out your payment details and complete your Play Coin purchase. Your new Play Coin balance will be in your wallet. Use Play Coins to shout out your favorite streamer by gifting a super play and stand out in chat. Add as many Play Coins to your wallet as needed. Connect with other users and grow your community.
Shareplay.
How to add Play Coins to your wallet. First, log into your Shareplay account. Next, navigate to the Play Coin icon in the upper right corner. Click on the Add Play Coins button. Choose how many Play Coins you want to purchase. Fill out your payment details and complete your Play Coin purchase. Your new Play Coin balance will be in your wallet. Use Play Coins to shout out your favorite streamer by gifting a super play and stand out in chat. Add as many Play Coins to your wallet as needed. Connect with other users and grow your community.
Shareplay.
How to add Play Coins to your wallet. First, log into your Shareplay account. Next, navigate to the Play Coin icon in the upper right corner. Click on the Add Play Coins button. Choose how many Play Coins you want to purchase. Fill out your payment details and complete your Play Coin purchase.
I'm not here. I told you. You have to get that new link that I sent you.
There we go.
Yeah,
I think you
I had
should
a
be
feeling.
back in.
Magic. Ela magic I appear. Like that. We're loaded into the map here. I feel like the quality's gone off scale for me, but I don't know if that's just me. I don't know what's happened. The joys of resets. My mind's blown. I literally was trying to look at something else and thrown us off, but we're getting into the lobby, a full lobby at that as well. We're going to see a lot of the players returning from our previous match as well. You're going to see players like Decaf, Codex, Pax all being involved. The UCX Alex also is involved in this one, but still, no Lotus Nesu. We're not getting to see that, but Sabucio and the General, they're on a squad together.
Big shout out, by the way. Stinky Gas Man has been banned. Thank God.
Stinky Gas Man is banned. Thank God for that. That is the one thing I hated playing the customs, because they're all hiding in the building with like cast tanks everywhere. I was like, great, cheers, guys.
Honestly, cheese.
I don't even know how to. Yeah,
cheese. It's always cheese. It's always
smells
cheese.
like cheese. Smells like it too, and it puts me off. I love cheese, but not that much.
Well, we're going to be getting Chopsticks dropping down towards Echo HQ, and hopefully Chops heads on over, hits that beacon scan, and we'll be able to see where we're going to be going next. Echo HQ, obviously down the south-hand side. Nobody over at Devastator's coach, which means we probably have got somebody over up at the hillside, and that is going to, unfortunately, be team number 7, which is Pax, Ibby, and 2-in-1 Air Fryer Toaster, who have got this lovely, absolutely nothing zone. Bit of a heartbreak for them.
Yep, this is it. The joys of just randomized drops. We don't even know where you're going to go until you get hit with it. And that's exactly what happens. But you start making your way around into the new zone where you have to go. Just hopefully you take down a team that has the loot that you want. If not, you're just going to have to keep hunting all the way through that map as you go on, as the game progresses. Like I said, 20 squads in this one. 58 players though. It does mean we're missing a couple of players. One of them, which is Team 16, is just a team of 2, and Team 2, just a team of 2 too. So that makes it a little bit easier to remember. Team 2. Team of 2 and 2.
Well, we're going to be looking here at the zone where it's going to be pulling. It's going to be heading over towards Mill and Downed Beast area. So Team 1, Team 3 are going to be in good positions. Team 1 going to be residing of Carney Cerro, Life is Shorter, and Your Girl River. I know that Life is Shorter has been in this chat. Life is Short, welcome into the chat. It's great to see you in here. As well as Team 3, who are also in a good position. That's going to be Skelly, Hugh, and the Royal Panda.
Yeah, a good position to be in early on inside his own. Sometimes though, I feel like that could be a detriment to your game, because if there's not enough loot there, you're just stuck with what you got, and everybody's coming towards you, and you've got to try and take the fight. Also, with minimalistic amount of gear at your discretion and at your usage, because sometimes you just land and you've just got one basic Mozambique and nothing else. Sometimes that used to be the old school. I don't want to have that in my hand, but Mozambique seem to be doing a little bit better than they used to do way back when in season 1, 2, 3. But Team 9, they're the first team to go down. We're down to 19 squads already, and Decaf is now taking shots across the map here as he starts to close the gap. They're looking to try and get closer towards team number 18. You have already got 2 players knocked, and it's that lifeline. It is the only player left alive who is actually running away to support, but not running to the support his team. And hopefully they'll get that reset.
Team 3 and Team 1, meanwhile, are still going to be up towards that down-based area. Nothing quite happening just yet, even though Team 3 have moved up onto this. But we are going to have potentially a little bit of an engagement. Well, I'll say not an engagement. We're just going to see Team 18 still going to be playing as a solo. They're going to be making their way up to Jurassic. They have got Team 13 over at Barometer, and Team 4 might be looking at them soon, as Team 19 are over at the Pylon. I think I accidentally moved over to Team 19. Apologies for that.
Yeah, that's easily done. I have to be fair. I push buttons and just hope for the best half the time. This is why today, with the long day that I've had, it makes it even worse to be if I was controlling the whole thing, Ben. You probably wouldn't even have a feed. So you're probably lucky, because that's me pushing my camera off and everything as well, unintentionally. You know, just a few errors here and there, but we'll get back into the swing of things, and you'll get a wee relaxing time of just getting to watch minimap and the cast next time round, because I'll take control of it all for you. Give yourself a wee breathing space. Right, oh no, sure, I've got 0 in the Sentinel.
That's me, just forgetting what I've got. As
I do that.
It does look like we are going to be getting potentially our first engagement. Team 13 in this first fight, and Nuemzi is going to have fallen. His motion is going to put down that defensive bombardment, which is certainly going to be defensive, as Codex swings on through, gets to knock onto motion. Bambi is now going to need to follow up. Is going to have to be careful because of that defensive bombardment, but it is not going to be enough, though. A Bangalore ult is coming on out, so they've got to be careful. They've got to get the swap onto Codex, because Codex falls, and Bambi takes a huge amount of damage, which means that Team 4, who threw down that Bangalore ultimate, are going to look to try and get some shots down, but it has not been quick enough for them. They do get the knock, though, onto Codex, who hadn't healed up. So now Decap is going to push on round. They do have obviously a Watson, a Gibby, but they're playing against a race team, and that race team is going to be able to put down that portal. They're opting not to follow them through just at this moment in time. And so the res is
going to risk
gonna
it for the
happen.
biscuit. They don't want to risk it in case there's players waiting, and that's what would have happened exactly. They've got the Revenant wall there to protect them as soon as they came through, and therefore they'd be just running into bullets coming back in their direction, which is thankfully not happened so far. But Baby, he's down, and he's in a corner, and nobody puts Baby in a corner, but unfortunately that time they were right in the corner, and they're finished off in that corner, and they love Tokyo. He has to jump away with the Octane at full speed, trying to get away from the other Octane who is chasing, who was in X-Vets, who I spoke about in the previous little intermission just beforehand, where they've just jumped up on that leaderboard out of nowhere and looking like they could be a player to keep an eye on.
We've seen them do some pretty decent, gnarly stuff in this solo queue league so far. Some nice shots. Can they follow up with the Eva rate? Just about manages to slay.
Slay and slay.
Slay and slay as Nevets is now swinging around that corner. They've got the overheal, which is lovely to see, and down go Team 17. We jump on to our next engagement, which does seem to be Team 2, who are going to be making their way out of zone. It's just a solo. They're evac towering onto Team number 5.
Yep, Team 5 as well are in a fight here with Team 19 below. And Shika is peeking for too long. Might take too much damage here. Thankfully, doesn't take too much, but the team that's coming in, like you say, is Team 2. We're flying in. They're just on the edge of circle. They're starting to make their way in as well. They're going to get first party opportunity here. Is a Mirage is trying to keep everybody bamboozled, and it's exactly working here. Shika doesn't manage to find it, but does eventually take down Fear. Not scared whatsoever as Team 10 in the meat feed does go down. Team 19 and Team 5 have fought for so long here. Team 2 decide, are we going to pass this? Or are we not going to pass this? That's the question. But so far, the third opportunity should be better for them if they take that advantage. Because now, Team 19 are all alone inside the building with Team 2 watching their weary eyes.
We jump over to the other side of the map. Team 1 are currently over at the Bean location. We've got to be careful because Team 3 is pushing up onto Kaine, and Kaine does go down. Life is short. Puts down the bubble and is going to jump on that trident. They are going to be pushing themselves away right next to where teams are actually currently fighting inside of the building. That's going to be Bambi, who goes around with the Rampart shields. They're going to be locking down this building. They managed to get the finish onto the team that they were fighting, so they have now got this all to themselves, plus some boxes as well to loot themselves up with. Team 3 have now made their way into the bigger building, and they're going to be putting some nades inside, so the team inside have got to be careful that they don't get ticked. Only Rampart shields at this moment in time, but it does look like actually Hunter is going to be making a portal play out and pushing themselves over towards the barometer side. So maybe a little bit of caution. They notice that there are multiple teams around and playing smart for now. As we're going to... Actually, they're going to jump back straight on through. They're actually wanting to get this fight going. They're pushing up. They're getting aggressive, and Hunter is on the hunt.
Yep. You're thinking that's an escape route if need be, but do you know what? They've actually forced one of the Team 3 away. It's just going to be 8 and 18 here. And all of a sudden, Hunter managed to get some good tags here just behind the stairwell. There comes the Maggie Ball, though. It does take down Codex. And that's going to be trade for trade, though. Bambi now goes down next. Hunter falls straight afterwards. Team 18 take Team 8 out. Now the first party for Team 3 will come back in here, and Team 1 looking to do the same here because you've got one down already. There's a chance for Team 3 to capitalise on more kills. There's got him so weak, but Skelly goes down. Royal Panda, what can they do inside that lifeline? Ultimate is not going to manage to stay alive either. Huskubit is just now on top. I'm going to try and get the kill of the player getting re-resed. Does manage to get that done, but now you've got another team looking to wrap around the mountainside to get involved with this here, as Team 18 have managed to scare Team 3 away. The Lone Wolf will eventually fall. Team 19 first party in it now, though. And this is going to be devastating here for Team 18. They're going to have just wasted so much utility in these couple of fights so far. They're going to have to try and get out of there somehow without 19 catching them by surprise.
Team 18 don't realise at this moment in time that 19 are behind them. Team 4, though, are ahead, so the fighting could well happen. Actually, Team 18 have now finally noticed that there is a team behind them, and they are turning towards the zone. Longbow in the hand, getting some shots and
Oh,
getting some
yes.
glorious shots. Alonso crashing out of this. Hopefully not in the F1, but certainly they are in the solo queue league right now.
Yeah, there we go. A couple of 3 weeks, you know, with no more races. Oh, and there's another good knock here. Solus with this longbow is connecting the dots here, looking to finish off the remaining member. They're finished off. Team 19 get well, absolutely annihilated here as the team that was trying to hunt down Team 18 from behind, and that is exactly not the way to play it. If you're coming up from behind, you want to catch them by surprise, but Team 18 were wise and aware and ready for the battle. Now we've got down to 8 squads remaining. Only squad zone number 3 here on the guards. You see Team 15 still on the edge of circle, to having to make it in. You know what? They're going to have to go through the building, and guess who's through there? It's Team 7. It's just passed through that on the other side. But Palin, he's gone down, and that'll be down to the gas and the time that this Newcastle takes. Might not be able to get him up there. I thought it was a bit dilly-dander, and that's the slowness of your Newcastle. But there we go. You get yourself back up. You get a full squad once again. You'll be able to make it through to the other side of that mountain, because nobody is on the other side, because Team 7 kept progressing forward. So that's all good for Team 15 to make their way in.
Team 16 versus Team 2, though, is happening. And Team 2 managed to wipe Team 16, so the duo now with 3 kills between them. A great showing. Team 7, though, are now going to be continuing to try and get aggressive onto this team inside of the building. Team 4 are the team that they're fighting up against, and they are very split right now.
Yeah, one in the building. He was already knocked, courtesy of maybe taking down Chopsticks. And now you've got, it's a 1v1 on both parts of this map here. You're going to see each and every individual member fighting one individual member of their opposition, and that's going to be the next team of packs. Nick taking down Palm Beach Peter. Now you've only got one member remaining, and that's Decaf. I want to get as much caffeine as possible. Never mind Decaf, because he needs the energy to try and take on Team 7. If he can.
He's put down the Bangalore Ultimate, but I don't think even the Bangalore Ultimate will be effective, because there is a bit of a roof, and unfortunately it is not quite enough. Pax does take them down. We go straight over to team number 15, who are in a little bit of a long-range scuffle with team number 6. It is going to be a Sentinel versus a Longbow over to... Oh, no, it isn't. Sorry, team 6 is not the Longbow team. That's team 18, who are just over to the west-hand side of them. So they might well get looked at, as team 6 are going to be running across the open. They don't have any type of cover, because the Bangalore is not smoking for them. The Bangalore's going, you know what? I'm wishing you
Solo
luck.
dolo,
We're
right?
just going to run it.
Solo dolo, just like the ranked games. Nobody using their abilities to help their team members, unfortunately. It's not exactly the way you'd want it to be played. The joys of maybe missing communication, or not even realizing what they could do to help, to be fair. But here we go, 6 squads remaining inside. This new zone is got another 1 minute and 23 seconds before the zone will start to pull. Almost that last one inside, down base. Team 2, Team 6, Team 7, 15, 18, and 1. And it's going to be Team 1 that is starting to get a fight to Team 18, who are inside these rocks. And the multiple setup here of rocks that they're trying to hide behind and stay out of harm's way. It's not going to be there for long. It's the jumping hemlock coming up from Life is Short. His teammate, though, does fall. Your girl River, TTV. First to be knocked, that's the altar. And now he's got Valk, and it could be...
Oh my gosh.
That is phenomenal.
That is insane damage that they've managed to do. So Kaini is going to have to try and swing on round. It's just down to a solo left of the Milk Dud, and unfortunately the Milk Dud is going to fall. And I had to say, Life is Short and may not have got any of those kills, with Kaini closing those ones all out. However, that double Gibraltar ultimate went absolutely crazy, getting huge damage and to get those knocks onto those players. As we are now going to be on board with Team 7 at the bottom of the beast, in the belly of the beast even, as Team 2 have taken the height, courtesy of a nice little Pathfinder zipline.
Yeah, on the height up here, as you all know, there's players inside that building. Down below them, Team 2, it's just a 2, like we said from the very get-go. That's a good standing to be in the top 5 squads, though, with just 2 players, so fair play to you nonetheless. Whether you've got kills is a different story. But in this game, well, he has got kills. He's got 2 here if you're Xeon. That's not so bad. What's Specs got? Where is Specs? Is he up here with him as well? further back a little bit, I think, but still trying to pepper players on the low ground as much as possible where they make that cross around. That's Team 6 that was trying to jump across to the other side where Team 1 reside, and that could be the next fight that does get underway, because Team 7 and Team 2, yes, they're above and below each other, and they've got Team 15 at range. Xeon trying to do all that work from up top on that beast.
Team 6, as we mentioned, they tried to get a little bit aggressive. They got pushed away and they had to rotate back round. And they're now going to be inside of this building. Just opposite them is going to be team number 1. Your girl River looking with that L star, however, takes a lot of damage. Just going to have to pop those batteries as Team 15 is now going to be fighting, and it's now going to be getting knocked down by Specs on the height. So we're down to a duo versus a duo on the side of this, on the east-hand side. Obviously, Team 2 on the very height. As Team 7 are now going to be getting into a engagement as well as they move on up into the building towards Team 1, and they're now going to go back into the belly of the beast, because right now that is slightly safer. Team 1, though, have got to be careful because they've already got a portal inside of the building, courtesy of Team 7, and they're also going to be getting aggressed upon on the outside by Team 6, but lovely shots with the Hemlock there from Life is Short, and Alex does go down. They've got one Gibby ultimate. I wouldn't be surprised if they do throw that one down as the bubble comes on out so that they can swing on round. Trying to get the shots down, but unfortunately the wingman is not quite hitting, unfortunately. Wow. The Hemlock, though, instead coming on out.
Almost. Damage done, but no knocks, and Alex Ahmad does knock down Carney for his troubles. Now young Yurgiro River also downed. It just means that Life is Short could well be for him here, unless he manages to escape, which Team 1 have done so far. But inside the belly of the beast, like you said, there is going to be a team already there, and they have already spotted you. Team 6 take you down. Your new kill leader is NX Vets. 7 kills to his name, and looking to try and find more as he gets back up towards his team. And Team 6, Team 7, Team 1 and Team 2 and Team 15 all remain here for the 4 remaining squads.
The Vets is having a great game of this so far. 7 kills already. 1,600 damage. The teammates, though, are playing well as well with multiple kills apiece, I believe. Conduit ult does go down, and it's going to be Team 15 who are now getting aggressive onto them. The nades are going out from both teams, trying to do something. But unfortunately, the Fuse has just knuckle clustered himself and has also arc-starred his own teammate, which now means it bounces back straight onto him. They're going to have to try and do what they can. It's not quite enough. The Vantage doing some good damage, but it is just down to Salau. Salau, unfortunately, gets ticked by the Conduit ult outside of that wall. Alex is going to be able to finish off that kill. And actually, Specs also manages to get a knock onto the 2-in-1 air fryer.
That was all palling and no gain at that point, unfortunately. That's a play on words and pain, because it looked like pain at first when I first looked at it. So I ran with it and seen what happens. But we have 3 squads remaining. Team 2, 2 players from in this fight. But Team 2, who's going to potentially get the kills here, does manage to get Ibby downed, but not finished, as they look to probably reset that once again. This team, even with just a 2, they're done a ton of damage across the board here. 1,300 damage so far, and looking, can he get the one? Yes, he does. Gets knocked, but NX Vets is there, of course, to knock you down in trade. And now Specs on the go. He's to have his eyes open. He's going to get one team above him. That's going to be him getting 7 eliminated. And now, can he get the reset on his team? He's finishing in top, second 2 at least, no matter what. In Team 6, they want to close this one out with a top win.
I mean, Team 2, they've done such a good job playing this out as a duo to get themselves up to second place. The R9
no.
Pathfinder grapples in. Realistically, what could you do at that moment apart from play that one out? I think the only thing that I would have said that he could have done differently is maybe secured the extra kill onto the team that ended up coming third after your teammate had gone down, already got 2 knocks onto the team on the inside and damage. I think the Pathfinder backing away there. Obviously, they did manage to secure that second place, but if they'd have managed to sort of swing on through, they might have got an extra kill. But you can't be too mad with the second place, 4 kills and 2 kills apiece. However, it is Nevets with the 10 that is the biggest thing to look at.
Yeah, 100%. And NX Vet's just absolutely running it down. Octane in hand, do what you wish, chase everybody out, get the kills, finish up on top. I mean, what a game to come into it. 16 kills as a team. Good solid start. Team 8, though, they did come up with 10 kills between them as well. So they weren't far behind in terms of the amount of kills. And the lobby team 7 with 12 as well. So a few spread around. Not very many going around for the rest of the teams, though. That is the only issue for some of these players. So they'll be looking to try and bounce back and get into a better lobby in the next time. Because as it stands, we still got same at the top so far in that leaderboard. Zenzo still sticking up there with the top. Got over that 40 kills margin now. Tong Sama, though, has replaced whoever was in second spot now. I can't even remember because it changed so quickly.
I think it was
Tong Sama
100G.
is...
It was Flower. Who
Yeah, it was Flower. That's what it was. Yeah,
and
so
Flower has dropped down dramatically there. As has Sai. I think Sai was in 4th position, so a little bit of moving around in there. As also Cheese has dropped down as well, which shows that if you don't have good performances consistently, you are going to fall. Because as a reminder, folks, this is not just playing for free. The more that you play, you have to actually enter, a bit like a ranked system in Apex. You have to enter your own points. So if you go out in 18th position with no kills, you're actually going to end up losing points, which is why some people are falling down this leaderboard quicker than they would like.
yeah, 100%. And it's not what you want to be doing, is dropping down. But Genesee, though, I gave him a wee pep talk while we're doing the customs beforehand and says to him he needs to up his game today. He's definitely done so. He's up in the top 8 now, so he's having a good day. He said he was feeling better today in terms of his ability on the... Well, I think he was on the... I can't even remember if he was on mouse and key or not. But whatever he uses his control and setup, he is on the ball for it for now. Anyway, into that top 8 spot. How much more can he go? Well, today we're about to find out soon enough, as we will be heading to a next match soon, and it'll be our 4th match of the evening. It is coming thick and fast, Ben.
Absolutely. Big shout out, by the way, to... I'm looking at this, and I know that he is a mod, so I can't give him too much of a shout out, but Alex, with only 8 kills, 8 assists, but with 400 points, it's because of the placement. Again, we've said this before. If you can get yourself consistently into those top games, I think this is 2 wins already tonight for Alex. And it shows how important getting wins, getting top 3s are for your overall standings. You can just rocket yourself up. Same with Ibby. Is only 70 points behind Zenzo. However, with only 13 kills, comparatively to Zenzo's 40, it shows just how important those placement points are. And it's why I want to continue to reiterate here tonight. We just want to see you get to those end games, because also it just is more fun for us as well. There is a bias. More teams in that end game makes it more exciting. So try and get
100%.
yourself to the end games. And also, you're more likely to see yourself on stream if you play for an end zone. That's all I'm saying.
Very wise and very informative, for sure. I'm sure these players that are listening to it back will be thinking, just make this in the LGS format where we don't fight until the first 4 rings are done, and then we're all involved and we just get this. That's when it looks really interesting. It's chaos on that map, but I mean, we have chaos on the map very early on. It's just hard to keep track of everybody and get everybody shown on the screen, as we wish to try and do throughout the course of the Solo Queue League. It's not just about these individuals who are at the top of that leaderboard. Everybody in the lobby will get a little bit of screen time if you're still alive, at least for a wee bit. You know, you've got to survive for a little bit so we can jump on board with you. Get a wee cast out from you as well, because I'm sure for some people they're a bit surprised when a caster comes in and is speaking some praises of them, or maybe sometimes it's not praise. Maybe you need to get better at your game to be even better than you already are. But yeah, we'll go a short break before this next matchup is set up, but there'll be a video here talking to you all about Shareplay and why you should get involved and not miss out like everybody else here that is in the chat currently.
Creators. On Shareplay, everyone can earn from day one, no matter your community size or your following. You can start monetizing immediately with channel subscriptions available from your very first stream. Engage your audience and watch your community grow as you earn through channel subscriptions and play coins right from the start. Stand out with custom super play animations and emotes, all powered by our AI-driven algorithm that amplifies your discoverability based on viewer engagement. The more your community engages, the more they win, earning XP points and rewards along the way. Complete milestones and progress toward becoming an official Shareplay partner. Let us help you on your journey to success. Join Shareplay today and turn your passion into a thriving community.
Shareplay.
Attention creators. On Shareplay, everyone can earn from day one, no matter your community size or your following. You can start monetizing immediately with channel subscriptions available from your very first stream. Engage your audience and watch your community grow as you earn through channel subscriptions and play coins right from the start. Stand out with custom super play animations and emotes, all powered by our AI-driven algorithm that amplifies your discoverability based on viewer engagement. The more your community engages, the more they win, earning XP points and rewards along the way. Complete milestones and progress toward becoming an official Shareplay partner. Let us help you on your journey to success. Join Shareplay today and turn your passion into a thriving community.
Shareplay.
Attention creators. On Shareplay, everyone can earn from day one, no matter your community size or your following. You can start monetizing immediately with channel subscriptions available from your very first stream. Engage your audience and watch your community grow as you earn through channel subscriptions and play coins right from the start. Stand out with custom super play animations and emotes, all powered by our AI-driven algorithm that amplifies your discoverability based on viewer engagement. The more your community engages, the more they win, earning XP points and rewards along the way. Complete milestones and progress toward becoming an official Shareplay partner. Let us help you on your journey to success. Join Shareplay today and turn your passion into a thriving community.
Shareplay.
Attention creators. On Shareplay, everyone can earn from day one, no matter your community size or your following. You can start monetizing immediately with channel subscriptions available from your very first stream. Engage your audience and watch your community grow as you earn through channel subscriptions and play coins right from the start. Stand out with custom super play animations and emotes, all powered by our AI-driven algorithm that amplifies your discoverability based on viewer engagement. The more your community engages, the more they win, earning XP points and rewards along the way. Complete milestones and progress toward becoming an official Shareplay partner. Let us help you on your journey to success. Join Shareplay today and turn your passion into a thriving community.
Shareplay.
Attention creators. On Shareplay, everyone can earn from day one, no matter your community size or your following. You can start monetizing immediately with channel subscriptions available from your very first stream. Engage your audience and watch your community grow as you earn through channel subscriptions and play coins right from the start. Stand out with custom super play animations and emotes, all powered by our AI-driven algorithm that amplifies your discoverability based on viewer engagement. The more your community engages, the more they win, earning XP points and rewards along the way. Complete milestones and progress toward becoming an official Shareplay partner. Let us help you on your journey to success. Join Shareplay today and turn your passion into a thriving community.
Shareplay.
Attention creators. On Shareplay, everyone can earn from day one, no matter your community size or your following. You can start monetizing immediately with channel subscriptions available from your very first stream. Engage your audience and watch your community grow as you earn through channel subscriptions and play coins right from the start. Stand out with custom superplay animations and emotes, all powered by our AI-driven algorithm that amplifies your discoverability based on viewer engagement. The more your community engages, the more they win, earning XP points and rewards along the way. Complete milestones and progress toward becoming an official Shareplay partner. Let us help you on your journey to success. Join Shareplay today and turn your passion into a thriving community.
Shareplay.
Attention creators. On Shareplay, everyone can earn from day one, no matter your community size or your following. You can start monetizing immediately with channel subscriptions available from your very first stream. Engage your audience and watch your community grow as you earn through channel subscriptions and play coins right from the start. Stand out with custom superplay animations and emotes, all powered by our AI-driven algorithm that amplifies your discoverability based on viewer engagement. The more your community engages, the more they win, earning XP points and rewards along the way. Complete milestones and progress toward becoming an official Shareplay partner. Let us help you on your journey to success. Join Shareplay today and turn your passion into a thriving community.
We go straight back into the action on board here with Team 17, but looking at the mini map is where we, well, this is the big map we get to see. We're going to the north side here, or at least this first ring. Where we pull from here up will be the interesting part. I'm thinking epicenter potentially, maybe even a skyhook finishing would be quite an interesting end, and there's plenty of teams already clustered up that end of the map so far anyway. Ben, it would be an interesting one to say the least.
Certainly, Team 16 here hitting this beacon for us, and it does look like a skyhook ending. So teams are going to know about this quickly, and whether they actually end up going to the zone, we'll have to wait and see.
Yep, as we expect, maybe fights to happen well before we even think about where we're going. That's the main thing. We've got close teams like Team 7 and Team 8 who are pretty much over the top of each other here down on the south east side of the map. There we go. I'll one day remember.
You're playing the too much of the April Fool's mode where everything's reversed. That's the issue.
Oh, I could not do that. That would throw me under the bus. I would get so lost with doing the opposites. I do the opposites as it is without even meaning to.
Well, it does look like at the moment Team 6, Team 7, pretty near each other. Sorry, Team 6, Team 8 even. And Team 8 are going to be making their way over towards Little Eggshell. Currently not quite engaging for now. Actually, I take that back. Royal Panda has now gone on in. Trying to find somebody to try and find a fight. Nothing quite happening yet. They are, though, very near each other as I turn the highlights on so that you can see through walls.
Got the information. Can see the players across from them. Does take some damage towards them as well, but not enough to really instigate the full collapse on them, because you don't want to be doing it too aggressively and get yourself caught out. Wait till everybody has got at least one person cracked or even weakened and downed, then use the numbers advantage from there on out. Seen Sentinels and hamped up Sentinel here as well already. Trying to see if he can pull off a wonder snipe here with the iron sight. Oh, close but no cigar, but gets the 88 tag there. Now, if he does it again, there we go. There's 2 88s you push. 100%. Exactly what you're going to see happening here as well. Meantime, Zenzo is in this lobby as well. The leader of the pack so far this weekend. Already starting off with a kill towards life is shorter. Or at least a knock. And he can convert that to another kill on his leaderboard of tally of scores.
Team 4, though, have come out from the tunnel, and they have gone into this building. And that is exactly who they are now fighting up against. Eric the Fat One takes a lot of damage, but does damage in the meanwhile. And Panda does fall, as does Decaf, however. So it does mean that Team 7 might well be able to come out and actually get some kills, as Eric the Fat One swings around this corner, but just wasn't quite reloaded. So unfortunately, the opposition player manages to sneak round that corner. It's now just down to Tony Baloney, who does get that kill. So we've got one player left remaining on each of the teams. The reses are both going to come out as Alex swings on rounds and some nice shots with the Volt. Trying to follow it up now with the Hemlock. And does indeed do it.
The work. Team 4's out. You know what? Team 5, though, they can get involved now here because they're going to gatekeep Team 8, who are weakened already. You're watching. It's at 2,000 damage to the fences. Is there going to be damage to the players on the inside? They're going to send it. They're going to look for it. They're getting involved. They're getting the alter queue into the building. They know they're on the high ground here somewhere, but they're picking up all the loot that was left behind.
Obes swings around this corner and gets the knock onto Alec. One player left remaining for... or two players even left remaining still for Team 18. Alec has fallen, and really well done then from Toon, using the opposition alter queue, and is going to be able to get the finish onto that before the ultimate out of there. And we are going to be able to get back onto our feet, does Team 8. Team 5 is going to stick the res. Thankfully, they have got the Loba, so they are going to be able to get healed up. And Dr. U is now going to Wraith Q forward to try and get themselves away from here. So for now, Team 5 are going to be surviving as we have a quick look over towards the monument area, where we're going to have Team 6 moving... oh, actually, sorry, Epicenter, which Team 14 are going to be in an engagement. And
Team 14 will be eliminated as soon as you mention it. We get on board with Team 1 come up top. Team 9 follow suit here as well. We get down to 16 squads. Now you're going to have Team 12 and Team 6 trying to trade blows across the monument side of things. Just peak shots. These are building towards shields wise. It was quite far away from that purple shield still yet, but any damage will do. Everybody though, they know about Skyhook. There's plenty of teams up around at Skyhook as well here, Ben, so they've got their knowledge already. There's still plenty of teams down to the southeast side having to make their way through Harvester, or even through multiple teams to get there. Team 7, they're going to get into Harvester, and Team 15 and 17 are going to be there as well, and 18 not far away either, looking to get a reset. So yeah, this is going to be interesting, the teams at the south of the map.
Team 12 have done a good job here, using that Bangalore ultimate to push away the duo. And that's probably going to be the fight over. So Team 17 are going to be in this engagement. They're fighting on against Team 18, who have lost Kingsley. Unfortunately, they don't have an altar, so aren't going to be able to drag their teammates back. And the Maggie is going to be trying to dip, trying to dive. Is going to turn around, but unfortunately does get finished out. Just down to the Pathfinder, who is now going to be grappling on away. We're going to go over to Skyhook, where Team 13 are in a fight.
Yep. Team 13, there's plenty of people up here, but it's Team 3 and Team 13 that are fighting so far. Team 11 to hear the noise, and so does Team 2. They'll start to get involved here for a party from a distance. At least maybe knocks, maybe extra damage that will help get one of these teams eliminated inside this zone. You're going to see knocking down Palin once again. You're going to see what they can do in this situation. Team 11 doesn't seem to be nowhere they want to go, but they take that portal, and all of a sudden, right in front of his gunfight, Hunter managed to deal some damage with RE45. Not enough to deal the knock in blow that they need. But Darky, once again, in that kill feed. We've seen him so much on that kill feed, finding knocks across today and across this match so far. Aced up. He takes down Armod Alex. And now looking like we could be losing out on another team here, which is going to be Team 19 down to just the 2 remaining members. Also, Team 19 will get that reset though at least, and bring Ben back in, or Bean back in, sorry.
That's the BBL Bean.
Beautiful, bodacious locks.
Well, Alex is the last player remaining, and they are actually going to be getting finished off by a new team who are making their way in. So Team 19 have got to be careful, because it's going to be Team 15 who are the ones who are pushing up onto this They're going to be hitting an evac tower, and I'm going to show you how the map is currently looking. We've got already teams residing within Skyhook, and I'd like to see more people head their way on over there as soon as possible, just so that we can get some more teams on. Team 15 are going to be flying on over, and there is a little bit of fighting still happening within the monument area. Team 5 are looking, Team 15 are landing on top of the respawn beacon, or the streamer building, as Dr. Ooh unfortunately does fall. It's going to drop on down, hoping for a teammate to come and revive, but unfortunately the 2-in-1 air fryer does fall, and it is going to be TCV Skelly with that Hemlock who does get the finish. Skelly's now going to try and get that revive as teammates are now trying to push up, but unfortunately its motion does fall.
Yep,
And it's
his
Obe's
teammate
will.
goes down as well. It's 1v1. Skelly up against Obswell. What? Obizzo. Obizzo? Obizzo. He's going to come on top here. Skelly's been fantastic in winning 1v3s, 1v2s and such like, but 1v1s, surely he's got the ability to do just that, and that should be easier than the previous 1v2s and 1v3s he's had to have in fights, and he's going to be able to get the res here and stick it here, but out in the open, inside, still on the team he's looking for, not far away from him as well, and they're going to get that res on the Dr. Who, so we're going to be a 2v2, potentially a 3v2, maybe even a 3v3 if Team 5 don't get stuck between Team 12 who are above. They all are trying to go for the capture, instead it goes up themselves. The Newcastle's getting the player up, he'll get him knocked back down again, but also will go down for it. Dr. Who is still inside the zone, syringes getting popped, medkits having to be used, try and escape with the life. Didn't work out for them. Team 12 now need to try and get themselves out of zone and into safety, because just got very weak, scaly weak, but they're all popping the syringes and such to get out of there. Meanwhile, we're at 11 squads remaining bent. We've still got players residing in Skyhook, two of which might well be fighting one another in just a moment here, because Team 2 and Team 30 want the centre of that zone.
Team 12 have managed to get themselves out of the zone using an evac tower. Team 5, though, is nearby and has now been pinged by a Vantage, which is a little bit heartbreaking. As we're going to go over to Team 1. What is happening right now, Mark?
Yeah, well, it looks like Zenzo and co looking for more kills on towards Team 19. There's some players around, but Lopez goes down. PVLB getting the first knock. Like they're going to be able to get the reset though, and you can go big with these nades. On the inside, a chance to go and force it way in, but the rampart walls, the lifelines around the corner, gets knocked once again, re-knocked here. And all of a sudden the second kill goes down. That's Zenzo, the leader of the lobby and the leader of this SQL so far. And looking like the teammates around him were about to eventually fall here as the 2v1 chase goes on. Uses the Q to get out there. Doesn't need it though. Team 1 does fall. BBL Bean, 5 kills to the name, becomes the new kill leader in this lobby. But over towards the southwest side, we're going to have Team 11, Team 17 fighting it out here, just out the edge of zone as well.
It looks like that fight has ended pretty quickly there, because Cobra Kai is down to just a solo in round 3 closing. They're trying to make their way down here. Thankfully, though, the teammate, you can see that they have actually got a Wraith port going off on the side, so it does look like they are going to be safe for now. We're going to look at the ring, see what is happening, and some fighting does seem to be happening up here with Team 19, as the BBL Bean does manage to, and co do manage to take down the Alex Bear thanks to the Milk Dud PK. We look at this zone, though, and it is going to be continuing to pull up to Team 19, who are in a wonderful position for this. Team 2, meanwhile, are going to also be getting a red bin, and that is going to include a Kraber and a car.
Oh, yeah.
And a gold 99. Oh my gosh, Navets.
I'd take both of them. Kraber and Carr. Gave me them both right in my locker.
Well, we've seen
Although
already.
I'd miss every single Kraber shot.
Well, we have already seen tonight that if you do use a Kraber and a car, you will win games. It's already happened here tonight, and I'd like to see it happen again. But for now, we're going to be sitting with Navets and that Kraber. Come on, hit that shot. Rip that head off.
Oh, he's waiting. He's making sure before he takes any shots. Yeah, there's a chance for a collateral. He does get the 150. But does get damage taken, so has to repop that shield gen. And XVet, so I could imagine, is a trusted player with Kraber. As long as it doesn't take too long sometimes. Skelly in the meantime though, knocking players down. Sheikah though, but he's left on his own now. Inside that building. They're going to try and chase.
She's trying to hit
All
her,
the kills.
baiting a res beneath. Skelly, though, does hear it and swings around that
Skelly.
corner. And Skelly absolutely wiping them out with that R99. They're going to be able to get the res on to the Gibi. Grab that banner, though, because round 4 is now going to be closing.
Yeah, round 4 closing in behind. Team 5 and Team 12 still need to make it towards that new zone and towards Skyhook. We still have 7 teams overall remaining with 18 players still alive and kicking. Team 2 though, in this position, they get to look around every area so far. Anybody that's making their way with the height that they have, the Kraber, very good vision, very good sight lines to watch over any potential plays or any players rotating down. Surely seen the pixel just below them as
There we
well.
are.
There you go.
Ooh.
Oh, another 150 pop as well with that Kraber. We love it. Give him more. Feed him. We're hungry. We're hungry for some snipes. Oh, the Gibby bubble comes out though, and that protects him for a little bit.
And it is going to be Team 12 and Team 5 who are now going to be residing beneath Team number 2. Team 5 at the very bottom, courtesy of the Wraith portal that Dr. Ooh has dropped. And they're going to be having a little look via this altar portal to push themselves into the middle of this cake. But Team 11 are in an engagement, and Hunter has fallen.
Yep, Hunter down, Pax in easy control. Want it to be easier than it is so far. And they're going to get a knock back for a BBL being knocked down. One of the players who's been frying in the lobby so far is eventually out of it. Gonna get the other knock here as well. Finish that off. Does do so. Solus Darky goes down. Team 11 have Team 19 with 1 player ref, but Team 15 getting involved as well. So now you've only got 2 players, and I've got the hiccups. Holy.
Mark has got the hiccups, and Pax is trying to find this player. The Bloodhound has been found out and is going to be killed. The Milk Dud down and out from this lobby as Pax is now going to be Loba queuing away. Unfortunately, it does look like easy control is going to be out of there as Team 15 have taken the place of them. Meanwhile, Team 2 is going to be getting into a fight, and we'll be back on with Nevets with that gold R99. Teammates are going to follow this one around, so we have a little look at Hainu, who's now going to be hitting some batteries, looking for some different angles, and a revive is happening. Who is the revive?
Yes.
It's Team 12. Team 12 have managed to get their players back into this.
Yeah, Hanu's starting to keep overlook here to try and take the player out that was getting that res. Unfortunately, can't do it. Team 13's rat playing as well so far on their own. What happened towards where that respawn beacon will be, but surely not going to get another respawn on that one. Not in a situation where they're at just now with Team 12 residing around it. Team 11 portal in towards where everyone else is, where the cluster of players and teams are. It's going to be Hack Birdbin that does go down. That's actually Hackbrain or whatever that says. Holy. So many letters, so many names, so many different wordings to say it. A little bit giving you some more extra utility that you will need come towards end game. It's weird because we did say that we've not seen very many Lobas, right? And that's a Loba. All of a sudden we get a Loba. Seer was the team that the player that was banned as well, funny enough. Caustic and a Seer, so that's why we've not seen a Caustic. But Seer, another surprising ban nonetheless.
One that maybe players are going, actually, we'd like to have some altar. We don't really want to have any Seer. We haven't seen any Seer, I don't think, tonight. So it's an interesting pick, that is for sure. As Team 5 have done a really good job of holding on the inside of this building. Unfortunately, they don't have a Maggie, so can't drill, but they do have an altar, so they swing on through that building. 2 in 1 Toaster takes a lot of damage, so it's up to Oakville, who's going to swing on Brown. R99 in hand, and they
nice.
do get the knock. They're going to drop on down, trying to get the finish onto this last player, and down go Team 11 as Nevets is getting kills with that Kraber.
We'll love to see it. Just Gert goes down. I'm hoping that was a gut shot as well. Maybe even not. But the Gibby Bill over there, surely maybe a chance to get a reset. As you have just the 5 squads remaining, 13 players remaining in that fight. 4 teams that could be potentially winning this one. Team 39 very much doubt it would just being the lone wolf.
Respawn
You can never say never.
Ooh, Ooh, respawn beacons are going down now. People just trying to perform cover or potentially trying to pull some sneaky revives. Not quite getting the shots with the R99 from distance. Swap back to the Kraber vets. Unlimited ammo now, and how have you not hit that shot? Heartbreaking.
Oh my goodness, that would have been the team wipe there, and he misses the follow-up shot. See if he got the one when he was running, but he missed the stationary one. That'd be wild. There you go, Team 13, the Lone Wolf does eventually get put down. And now you have 4 squads remaining. Team 5 just with 2 players remaining, and guess what? They're being forced upon. Now you've only got 1 player, and it's Oswald once again taking that portal to safety, but into an enemy bubble. Surely you see the player right in front of you, but you can't do anything about it. What was that? Invisibility. It just died to the storm behind him as well. He got a bit of a jump scare for a second, Oswald. And the player dies straight for it.
Oh, no,
That's
and he
unfortunate.
stuns himself to the Newcastle ball. Actually, he's going to try and stick the
2
revive,
squads.
but unfortunately, the Gibby hears it, swings around that corner. Good shots, but it is not good enough. Team 12, do you come away as your champions? And that is going to be Skelly, Motion, and Gert going away with some decent kills between them.
Yep, top spot. Another change of players at the top of that leaderboard, top of kills, and top of first spot in the 20 teams that were there. Well, 19 teams for this one. Genesee not having the game that he wanted here, with only 1 kill to their name. BBLB did go off a few times and got a good 6 kills to their name. Another good stand in the vets, not performing as they were doing in the last lobby, but another few kills to their tally. It's going to be interesting going back and forward constantly with this leaderboard, constantly with the change of players in each lobby that we are getting to watch and cast over here. Genesee drops down to 12. The NX Vets drops down to 9. We're seeing changes constantly, but the top 2 have changed. Top 1 still there. Still Zenzo. Still holding the fort.
Absolutely, Zenzo there. Although did fall down, unfortunately, looks like we do have a slight technical issue here. So we're going to find out what's going on with that technical issue, and we'll be back very shortly. But we're going to give you a quick intermission sponsored by the wonderful folks over at Shareplay. For those of you that are already watching on the platform, you already know the incredible benefits that this brand new streaming platform does have. But if you don't, they've got some incredible features, including now the capacities to co-stream, which I know many people have been loving on other platforms, but it is now available on Shareplay, and this is how it works.
First, navigate to the top right of the page and click the co-streaming icon. Then select Start Co-Stream. This will open the co-stream modal where you can search for friends using their play tag. You can invite up to 4 users to join your co-stream. Next, customize your stream by selecting colors, or simply use the preset options. Once you've sent your invites, click Start Co-Stream. As your friends accept, you'll see them join you live. You can swap participants at any time to make them the primary focus on screen. And no matter where viewers are watching from, chat stays unified and synchronized across all communities. Streaming just got more collaborative and a whole lot better on Shareplay. Start co-streaming today. And if you run into any issues, reach out to customer support.
Shareplay.
How to start co-streaming on Shareplay. First, navigate to the top right of the page and click the co-streaming icon. Then select Start Co-Stream. This will open the co-stream modal where you can search for friends using their play tag. You can invite up to 4 users to join your co-stream. Next, customize your stream by selecting colors, or simply use the preset options. Once you've sent your invites, click Start Co-Stream. As your friends accept, you'll see them join you live. You can swap participants at any time to make them the primary focus on screen. And no matter where viewers are watching from, chat stays unified and synchronized across all communities. Streaming just got more collaborative and a whole lot better on Shareplay. Start co-streaming today. And if you run into any issues, reach out to customer support.
Shareplay.
How to start co-streaming on Shareplay. First, navigate to the top right of the page and click the co-streaming icon. Then select Start Co-Stream. This will open the co-stream modal where you can search for friends using their play tag. You can invite up to 4 users to join your co-stream. Next, customize your stream by selecting colors, or simply use the preset options. Once you've sent your invites, click Start Co-stream. As your friends accept, you'll see them join you live. You can swap participants at any time to make them the primary focus on screen. And no matter where viewers are watching from, chat stays unified and synchronized across all communities. Streaming just got more collaborative and a whole lot better on Shareplay. Start co-streaming today. And if you run into any issues, reach out to customer support.
Shareplay.
How to start co-streaming on Shareplay. First, navigate to the top right of the page and click the co-streaming icon. Then select Start Co-stream. This will open the co-stream modal where you can search for friends using their play tag. You can invite up to 4 users to join your co-stream. Next, customize your stream by selecting colors, or simply use the preset options. Once you've sent your invites, click Start Co-stream. As your friends accept, you'll see them join you live. You can swap participants at any time to make them the primary focus on screen. And no matter where viewers are watching from, chat stays unified and synchronized across all communities. Streaming just got more collaborative and a whole lot better on Shareplay. Start co-streaming today. And if you run into any issues, reach out to customer support.
Shareplay.
How to start co-streaming on Shareplay. First, navigate to the top right of the page and click the co-streaming icon. Then select Start Co-stream. This will open the co-stream modal where you can search for friends using their play tag. You can invite up to 4 users to join your co-stream. Next, customize your stream by selecting colors, or simply use the preset options. Once you've sent your invites, click Start Co-stream. As your friends accept, you'll see them join you live. You can swap participants at any time to make them the primary focus on screen. And no matter where viewers are watching from, chat stays unified and synchronized across all communities. Streaming just got more collaborative and a whole lot better on Shareplay. Start co-streaming today. And if you run into any issues, reach out to customer support.
Shareplay.
How to start co-streaming on Shareplay. First, navigate to the top right of the page and click the co-streaming icon. Then select Start Co-stream. This will open the co-stream modal where you can search for friends using their play tag. You can invite up to 4 users to join your co-stream. Next, customize your stream by selecting colors, or simply use the preset options. Once you've sent your invites, click Start Co-stream. As your friends accept, you'll see them join you live. You can swap participants at any time to make them the primary focus on screen. And no matter where viewers are watching from, chat stays unified and synchronized across all communities. Streaming just got more collaborative and a whole lot better on Shareplay. Start co-streaming today. And if you run into any issues, reach out to customer support.
Shareplay.
How to start co-streaming on Shareplay. First, navigate to the top right of the page and click the co-streaming icon. Then select Start Co-stream. This will open the co-stream modal where you can search for friends using their play tag. You can invite up to 4 users to join your co-stream. Next, customize your stream by selecting colors, or simply use the preset options. Once you've sent your invites, click Start Co-stream. As your friends accept, you'll see them join you live. You can swap participants at any time to make them the primary focus on screen. And no matter where viewers are watching from, chat stays unified and synchronized across all communities. Streaming just got more collaborative and a whole lot better on Shareplay. Start co-streaming today. And if you run into any issues, reach out to customer support.
Shareplay.
How to start co-streaming on Shareplay. First, navigate to the top right of the page and click the co-streaming icon. Then select Start Co-Stream. This will open the co-stream modal where you can search for friends using their play tag. You can invite up to 4 users to join your co-stream. Next, customize your stream by selecting colors, or simply use the preset options. Once you've sent your invites, click Start Co-Stream. As your friends accept, you'll see them join you live. You can swap participants at any time to make them the primary focus on screen. And no matter where viewers are watching from, chat stays unified and synchronized across all communities. Streaming just got more collaborative and a whole lot better on Shareplay. Start co-streaming today. And if you run into any issues, reach out to customer support.
Shareplay.
How to start co-streaming on Shareplay. First, navigate to the top right of the page and click the co-streaming icon. Then select Start Co-Stream. This will open the co-stream modal where you can search for friends using their play tag. You can invite up to 4 users to join your co-stream. Next, customize your stream by selecting colors, or simply use the preset options. Once you've sent your invites, click Start Co-Stream. As your friends accept, you'll see them join you live. You can swap participants at any time to make them the primary focus on screen. And no matter where viewers are watching from, chat stays unified and synchronized across all communities. Streaming just got more collaborative and a whole lot better on Shareplay. Start co-streaming today. And if you run into any issues, reach out to customer support.
Shareplay.
How to start co-streaming on Shareplay. First, navigate to the top right of the page and click the co-streaming icon. Then select Start Co-Stream. This will open the co-stream modal where you can search for friends using their play tag. You can invite up to 4 users to join your co-stream. Next, customize your stream by selecting colors, or simply use the preset options. Once you've sent your invites, click Start Co-Stream. As your friends accept, you'll see them join you live. You can swap participants at any time to make them the primary focus on screen. And no matter where viewers are watching from, chat stays unified and synchronized across all communities. Streaming just got more collaborative and a whole lot better on Shareplay. Start co-streaming today. And if you run into any issues, reach out to customer support.
Shareplay.
How to start co-streaming on Shareplay. First, navigate to the top right of the page and click the co-streaming icon. Then select Start Co-Stream. This will open the co-stream modal where you can search for friends using their play tag. You can invite up to 4 users to join your co-stream. Next, customize your stream by selecting colors, or simply use the preset options. Once you've sent your invites, click Start Co-Stream. As your friends accept, you'll see them join you live. You can swap participants at any time to make them the primary focus on screen. And no matter where viewers are watching from, chat stays unified and synchronized across all communities. Streaming just got more collaborative and a whole lot better on Shareplay. Start co-streaming today. And if you run into any issues, reach out to customer support.
Shareplay.
How to start co-streaming on Shareplay. First, navigate to the top right of the page and click the co-streaming icon. Then select Start Co-Stream. This will open the co-stream modal where you can search for friends using their play tag. You can invite up to 4 users to join your co-stream. Next, customize your stream by selecting colors, or simply use the preset options. Once you've sent your invites, click Start Co-Stream. As your friends accept, you'll see them join you live. You can swap participants at any time to make them the primary focus on screen. And no matter where viewers are watching from, chat stays unified and synchronized across all communities. Streaming just got more collaborative and a whole lot better on Shareplay. Start co-streaming today. And if you run into any issues, reach out to customer support.
Shareplay.
How to start co-streaming on Shareplay. First, navigate to the top right of the page and click the co-streaming icon. Then select Start Co-Stream. This will open the co-stream modal where you can search for friends using their play tag. You can invite up to 4 users to join your co-stream. Next, customize your stream by selecting colors, or simply use the preset options. Once you've sent your invites, click Start Co-Stream. As your friends accept, you'll see them join you live. You can swap participants at any time to make them the primary focus on screen. And no matter where viewers are watching from, chat stays unified and synchronized across all communities. Streaming just got more collaborative and a whole lot better on Shareplay. Start co-streaming today. And if you run into any issues, reach out to customer support.
Shareplay.
How to start co-streaming on Shareplay. First, navigate to the top right of the page and click the co-streaming icon. Then select Start Co-Stream. This will open the co-stream modal where you can search for friends using their play tag. You can invite up to 4 users to join your co-stream. Next, customize your stream by selecting colors, or simply use the preset options. Once you've sent your invites, click Start Co-Stream. As your friends accept, you'll see them join you live. You can swap participants at any time to make them the primary focus on screen. And no matter where viewers are watching from, chat stays unified and synchronized across all communities. Streaming just got more collaborative and a whole lot better on Shareplay. Start co-streaming today. And if you run into any issues, reach out to customer support.
Welcome back again, guys. We are back into the action. We went a wee bit of time to get things reset in the back end. As you didn't notice, there was a wee bit of a bad gateway with the settings. So we got all reset. We're ready to go. We'll get that leaderboard back up on the screen. So we didn't get to show you previously. And you can see Zenzo is still sitting top. Quite cushy up there so far, but the gap is a little bit bigger than it was previously, but not that massive still. Only 50 points the difference here. But it is Hero who's managed to make their way up to that second spot. Definitely changing constantly in that top 10. Always, every single game that comes by, there is a change. Whether it's 1, 2, or even half of the top 20 are all moving around constantly. It's great to see how good this competition is becoming between all these individuals. And like you said, Alex, last time round, he's only still on that 8 and 8, and he's still in that top 10.
It's interesting to see here how close this week is. I think by this point last week, we really had 2 very significant first in place, as per Lito and M9. They were over 1,000 points by this point. They had an absolutely insane week. This time, you're only 50 points behind places second, and then after that, it is insanely close. The fact that there's only 100 points currently between second and 10th is nuts to see, and it shows that actually you can change around these standings so quickly. We've had Cheese Supper up in second or third place already tonight, down to 8th. Ibby, who was third the game before, now down to 5th. We've also got Invets, who's obviously had some really good performances in these last few games, now pushing their way up into 9th position. It is all to play for here, and I am excited as we looks like we're going to be going into E District for our next game, and there are some legends that have been banned.
Yes, there definitely has, and it's not the bans that we thought it was going to be, but it is back to the return of Alter, and Gibraltar has the bans once again. But because of the bans that Alter has been coming, you see how quickly they've been dropping down from that top spot down now to 5th. In terms of that pick rate so far. Gibraltar still sitting there at 7th, only 42 picks and 5% of the pick. But Mad Maggie now takes that top spot. Crazy to think that because of the bans, how quickly that changes of the picks of legends.
I am going to. Here we go. Look, we've got a ban. We're going to move this around.
Oh God.
Here we go. This is live editing. Is it going to work? No, wait a minute. No, now it's just really big. Now it's just wait. Here we go. Alter. Boom. First one. gone. Alter out of this lobby. Next
It needs to
one.
be red. You need to put it red, I
Oh, I
think.
do need to put it red. That is a good shout. And then where's our second one? There he is. Gibraltar. We'll turn both of these. There we go. Properties, settings. Let's change that color. Select color.
Boom.
Boom.
Red.
Red. Eliminated. They are going to be banned from this. Perfect. You know, that's some high tech streaming
We're on it.
going on right
We're on
there.
the ball.
Look at that. Look at that. On the ball of this. Absolutely love to see it. But yes, as I said,
If you're looking for a production team with a low cost, you've got your people. Mr. Ben B himself will do it.
just gonna, you know, just put some random letters on the screen, move it around, look pretty. I mean, that's what you do. I'm just here.
Nah, I don't know. Not today. Not today.
Oh god, I know that feeling.
No hair done. My hair's a riot at the moment. But you know, we plod on. We're plodding on. We're waiting while this server kicks us off. We're gonna have 19 teams going into this one, into E District, for what might be, because of the time it has taken and however long this game may take, might be the last one on the stream for this evening. But we'll just wait and see. Maybe people just run the lobby and before you know it, we're back in again. I doubt it, but we'll see how quickly for sure the game goes. Anyway, E District, our favourite maps. We're hoping for another close one. I want more teams involved in these last circles. We've seen it so much where every week we were progressively getting better in terms of the amount of teams still fighting for placement, with 10 to 12 teams still fighting in that final circle. It's been hard to see that recently because of the whole open bracket and everybody being involved. It definitely kind of shows the difference in terms of level of individual players, which then means that there's not going to be that many teams in the end zones, Ben.
I mean, it's. I think that we've had some variety. Let's put it that way. I think the Skyhook end game, there was definitely slightly more teams that we've had in a in a location, and that also comes from the POI. It's a really well known end game that people are able to play in lots of different positions, and that's what I'm hoping to see as we go on to this final game. I would love to see us pull all the way down to somewhere like Lotus, where we're able to have lots of different POIs and buildings that people are able to use and utilize. And who knows? Maybe we may well see it going into this final game, but character selection is on board. Remember, no altar, no caustic, which means we're going to be seeing some slightly different legends. Gibraltar even, sorry. I was just really just putting what I'd like to see in there. Unfortunately, there is going to be caustic.
Yeah, we did say caustic to ourselves because we both banned it. So we're thinking it's going to be caustic. It looks like it's got the most picks, but obviously not the most to be selected, because it just gives you, like, it's a percentage, right? So it gives them a higher percentage of being banned, but does not necessarily mean that player or legend will be banned, as far as I'm aware. That's the way the whole system works for it. But it means, you know what I mean, if you get like half of the percentage of votes there, you're going to be 50% more chance of being picked as a banned one rather than guaranteed bans. But anyway, we fly out the sky, we get into E District, we get into what could be our last map on stream for now. Until at least, well, I don't know if we're doing any ones tomorrow or are we just doing next week. We'll wait and see.
We'll be back next week on Friday. Yeah. Same time as always. So for those of you who are maybe only just tuning in, make sure that you're back next Friday with us kicking off at 5 p.m. EST. That is going to be 10 p.m. British time if you're like us and ready for bed. We'll be back next week and looking forward to it. We'd like to thank everybody who has been part of the stream so far, particularly those who are already fighting, such as Team 15, who are getting aggressed upon. And Rafer is taking a lot of damage. The Maggie Q going off defensively, and unfortunately, Brother Ooh swings round that corner, and it is just a rampage left in the hands of Jester. But unfortunately, Jester does fall. Team 14 are Team 4 are the team that take them out as we go over to Team 14 for some reason. And the map has now opened. We're having a look. Which team are you looking at there, Mark? You're looking at Team 18, who have hit the beacon for us, and we're going to be going over towards City Hall.
Yep, City Hall, where Team 14 residing so far. Nobody else really going to go into fight, but Old Town maybe next to fight. Number 19, Team 9, like we said, seems to be the early engagements for the most part. This time, not so much here. Stadium obviously had a team already eliminated. As we go down below, Humbert Labs, Old Town, a favourite old place to be at.
a moment in time. There's just no real fighting happening. You know what? It's you know what? It's actually quite nice. It's quite nice.
They've listened to
actually.
me.
They've gone. You know what? We're actually not gonna just fight like we always do, and we're just gonna go. You know, get some nice loot. We're gonna back away. They're gonna have a little look and see if anybody's pushing up towards them. Which actually there is, and Liltic getting aggressive, and they have managed to see that first person. That person though does back on away via the Octane jump pad. They're going to try and shoot them out the sky, but not connecting with any shots for now. And meanwhile, we're going to look at Team 18, who are going to be sat in the middle as a duo. But unfortunately, Team 1 and Team 11 are nearby. And Team 1 of the team trying to chase them down. Going through the middle. And that's where those catalyst spikes are right there. Unfortunately, there are about 3 other doors that they can go out of. And it's Lotus Nesu, who we haven't seen here this evening. They are now back on board, and they're trying to get some shots down to reclaim themselves in that top spot of this leaderboard. They were playing so well yesterday, and I'd love to see some more incredible action coming in from them.
Yeah, Team 1 looking for kills. Lotus trying to make up for his not availability early on. And they are taking out one more member. KLB, NB goes down. It's all down to Omar to try and escape the life. Meanwhile, at that same time, Team 9 did end up fighting with that Team 19 squad and got falls. Team 4 is now getting involved with them over at Humbert Labs now. That third party, because our fight here has ended for now. So let's go check down at that lab, at Humbert Labs, where Team 14 could potentially be taking out Team 19, who've already lost Lewis. And Dabs and Jared Page, they're now going to have to try and stand their ground.
They put down an evac tower, and I wouldn't be surprised if they try and hit that in a second. Nades are going out, and the teammate has hit the evac tower. So teammate is going to hit the evac tower, whilst the Maggie is going to be octane padding away and playing on the ground. So it looks like they're trying to split up for now, giving themselves more of an opportunity. Meanwhile, we're going to go up to the north-hand side of the map. Team 14, Team 3, and Team 17 are all near each other. Team 3 now moving up towards the building. Team 14 in the middle of City Hall are going to be playing out of that little water feature in the middle.
Yeah, here in City Hall could be a nice wee position to be at here. Spots the players there, and that's going to be Nick. Get some damage done. In the meantime, Team 18 fall. See, every team's falling when we're not on board with them. Maybe that's the go-to strategy. We need to keep on board with everybody. Almost impossible at this point. Team 3 though, with Team 14 and 17, all the different buildings here residing. Everybody's having to come up this way because that is where the zone is anyway. So they'll hear the action. They'll surely get themselves involved. It's just trades of damage across quite an open space. Nobody really able to capitalize on anyone at this point in time at distance, because nobody will be brave enough to close that gap.
Meanwhile, we're going to be having Team 5 who are trying to chase down the last remaining player of Team 2. But at the moment, it doesn't look like they are going to be able to find them. So we're going to back on away. Actually, Team 2 have done a great job. They've already backed all the way away. They have got to be careful, though, Team 5, because Team 8 are very nearby, and they are hitting a Valk ult. They've got the scan, and they know that there are only 2 players, and they wouldn't be surprised now if Ace does go straight for this.
Yep, this is it. Sending down on top of them, uses the Q as well from the height. Then the missile swarm, hopefully, to try and deal damage, but they are going to be able to hunt inside the building. They know he's there. He's going to chase him down. He's lost track of him though, unfortunately. Is this going to be the downfall? No, it's not, thankfully. Axe will win the gunfight. Team 5 get eliminated, all courtesy of the availability to be able to scan them from the skies. In the meantime though, they are getting aggressive here and having to get that reset with the Newcastle, but unfortunately that does not help here as IM goes down, followed by Skelly, and it's all down to Julika on their own. Team 19 in the meantime does get eliminated as well, so teams falling thick and fast here, down to 14 squads remaining, looking to stick the res. Brave man indeed. Another team that's just got 1 member remaining, and that's Hacked Brain. There we go, that's his name. I figured out after all these letters and numbers he's managed to knock down 1, but unfortunately will fall for the trade, and that will be them out of the lobby. They got the reset, they managed to get the kills to win that gunfight onto 17, but the only first thing you've got to worry about is there is teams close by, and that's 14 and 2, who you can see all board here. Team 2, they've managed to get the full reset as Backspace and Screet are back involved here with NX Vets.
On this bridge now. And we are going to be getting a fight in the bottom, lower part of the map down towards draft point. This is going to be Team 1, who are in a scuffle up against Team number 4. Team 4 playing out as a duo. As you can see, Genesee has gone down to Bambi. And so with that, Dr. Oo and Nacho Cheese Doritos, the 12-pack, obviously not... That's the question. Would you prefer a 12-pack of Nacho Cheese Doritos or a 12-pack of Dr. Pepper?
12 pack of Dr. Pepper, I feel like, because once you, I just think tangy cheese gets too much over time, whereas Dr. Pepper you just can't get bored of.
Oh, that's fair.
Personally, I'm more of a cool original Dr. Doritos for the most part, or chili heat wave, so nacho cheese is not really my go-to either. So I guess that will sway my decision even more so.
You're a spicy man, Mark. That's what we can. That's
Spicy.
what we can tell.
Try to be.
But anyway,
Spice up a little bit.
Spice up your life. Gotta love the Spice Girls. The Spice Mark. As
I'm
unfortunately,
definitely not ginger spice, even though I'm Scottish.
well, the Carney has fallen. Res, hit the res. Thank you. There we go. The res is coming on out. Carney is going to be able to get back up onto their feet. Team 13 are outside and they're trying to push up onto this. There is a massive fight happening up towards City Hall, but I'm going to stay on board with this one just because this one does look like it will be seen on out. Strood. I mean, I say that. It's going to be back on our way. We're going to go have a little look at the other fight that's happening up at City Hall. This is going to be team number 3. Shooting from afar with the R301. The nice shots they're going out onto the Loba. They're going to get the finish onto Jaden. Good shots there from Skelly.
Yep, Skelly want to make sure the KP is there. At least onto one. Oh, getting tagged just as he goes behind that wall. Team 6, so they've backed away, but they've only backed away as far as 14 because they're trying to chase down that player here as well, and they've done so. Ibby now left alone. But you know what? He managed to win the gunfight, and it is going to be Team 14 that get eliminated off that chase. So Team 6 doing what they had to do and hunt them on down. Now they've only got to try and get Jaden back up here and reset, hopefully, who obviously fell to Team 3 at this point in time, are now fighting Team 8 at distance once again, taking shots where they possibly can, but it's purple shields, 4 packs, it's purple shields for the opposition. So either way, they're just going to be trading blows back and forward. So somebody decides we're going to get involved fully.
As we go, bounce over to Team 4, who are in a fight up against Team 1. Team 2, meanwhile, was in a fight up against Team 1, as Team 2 are going to be able to get their teammates back into this down towards Neon Square. Closest team to them are going to be Team 4, who are in an engagement with Team number 6. And the Octane, down to just 10 HP. They're going to be having to push up onto this. Is Dr. Oo. Ultimate put out. We're going to be trying to get the finish onto this. We've seen Dr. Oo go crazy in the SQL so far.
He's found out where they are. He knows where they are as he hunts down. Gunfight. No, Dr. Oo doesn't win it, but his teammate does. He'll be knocked down, but not out yet. Team 6 up. Escape. Their other member has to get out there as quickly as they possibly could. But the chase is on. Ramaking, the Octane, is running for dear life up to the skies, up the stairwell, and as far away as possible. The respawn beacon is there, but I mean, you've got no chance of getting that with the Team 4 on your hunt.
Team 11, the solo is just Hunter. Hunter does have a Kraber, however, so could go crazy. He's going to try and hit the no-scope and hits it. Get the shots with the RE45. That is beautifully done there from Hunter. Slaying your foes, doing a great job. Unfortunately, the Wraith is on the inside. RE45 is not enough, but a glorious little no-scope coming out from Hunter. Ace. Almost just absolutely shown up there with some glorious shots coming out from Hunter. The Kraber, though, is going to be able to go to the hands of team number 8 as they are now getting pushed up upon again. Team 4 are that team looking at it, and they have managed to get that first knock onto 2-in-1.
Yeah, Hunter became the hunted, unfortunately losing the Kraber, but now switches hands, and now you see the chase on here. Genesee looking to finish the knock that's there. It's going to be done, and now hopefully swaps the weapon, does get the kill, and Dr. Oo, the Reverend Pounce, out of there as well to safety. Hopefully gets that reset for their health. And now you've just got Ace left alone here. once again, spread apart. All the teams are everywhere and getting involved. Wherever they hear action, they are getting involved as quickly as they possibly can. As Team 2, Team 16 and 13 are trading back and forward between portals, trying to fight below here on the southern side. And Team 6, you know what? They're decided, I'm going to get involved with this too. I'm on my own, but King wants more KP.
King playing this one out as a solo, tried to third party the fight. However, Spect is also a solo, and so is going to be pushing up. It is going to potentially be a 1v1 right now. King is trying to find the fuse, has managed to find them. Nades are going to be thrown out, and they're actually going to try and get a little bit of an off angle behind. Really well done there with that nade, and it is going to be just about enough. King does get the kill, but does then fall in 6th position. Team 4 picking up those points, and now Team 4 with Genesee, unfortunately, falls. Nades are now being put out, and they're going to have to try and stick a revive. Thankfully, just about gets that off, but a Sparrow ult comes in. Not what you want. The Sparrow. Where is that Sparrow shooting it from? I don't even know where that Sparrow is, because it is not Team 13 who are the team now looking to push off the height. Struge swings around that corner, and it's Team 1 who've got the Sparrow. Thank you for the recon there, Mark.
Yeah, Team 1 from a distance as well, getting the Sparrow recon there. He gives away the information, and there you go. What a shot.
Kraber.
With a shot with a Kraber. Strude stood down. Now look at that reset on Genesee as well. Got the time to do it. Team 4 though, how long have you got that time for? Not enough here. We'll talk to is he going to be able to pounce out of there? He does manage to get away, popping the ult to try and escape. He's going to be able to get away for only a few more seconds longer. 13, Team 7 and Team 1. There's one rat player of Team 8 as well. Ace still alive and kicking. 4 squads remain. 10 players up and ready at it, and that's just 3 teams of 3 and that one lone member of Ace just ratting his way around. Valkyrie ready to do what they can do. Possibly another placement point on the cards from them. Team 1, Lotus Nesu, looking to go and win the lobby.
Well, Team
After
1...
we've not seen them today.
Team 1 have spotted them out. They got the ping saying that there's somebody there. They swing around that corner, and Lotus does get that finish onto Ace. Team 8 eliminated, and now Team 13 are going to be pushing themselves up towards the height. See, though, that team on top of the building are probably the best team for this right now. That is going to be Lotus Nesu, already with 4 kills to their name.
I was thinking if you're on this height in the building, with it still in zone as well, you're definitely in the more favourable position. Team 7 are over to their northeast side. You've got a team on your west as well if you're Team 1, so you've got to keep looking at both sides. Either way, it's going to be faster. It gets knocked here from Lotus Nesu with that Hemlock lock doing a good job.
What a nade!
Bambi falls to the floor as well, and they're going to have to shut that window down. Tries to peek it. Once again, Lotus Nesu weakened the chat. Well, the pressure's coming in from Team 13. They're looking to try and shut down the height. I know so far, Team 1 are all spread apart.
Team 1 here got absolutely obliterated by some incredible Sky nades, and Team 13 reaping those rewards are now going to be able to take this building away from them. Might be unlucky for some, but there's another team outside. This is going to be Team 7, I believe, who have come from the low ground. Strude is doing what they can, trying to find the player, but doesn't hear the Maggie. The Maggie ball does not hit, however, so they're going to be able to continue on firing. But round that rampart does swing with the Sheila. Goes in, playing around that lifeline ultimate, but the punch coming on out. The problem solver. Managing to knock it down, and Chromatic is doing such good work. I absolutely did not talk good about Lifeline earlier, but they are proving me wrong here tonight. As Team 7 get eliminated, it's just down to Lotus Nesu as the final player on this team. If you wanted a player, it would be Lotus Nesu.
1v3 now, so it's going to be a difficult task nonetheless from Lotus Nesu, but I mean, if you could, like you said, if it's anybody that can do it, it's Lotus Nesu that can do it. It would take him up to 8 kills as well in this lobby in a first place spot. Lotus Nesu has been needing a big game, and this is going to be the hardest way to come about it. But second spot is nothing to grumble at the moment, but he'll definitely look to try and cunt at least one of these kills, maybe even more, as he scales the building, gets the high ground. Now needs to figure out where these players are situated because they're anywhere near his line of sight.
For some reason, Team 13 are just, even though there's just one team left, they're playing it slow. I think that they think that this is a full team. So right now, they are actually playing it very scared. Lotus Nesu has somehow managed to actually just get a really great position. There is a jump pad. And I wouldn't be surprised if they try and destroy the jump pad. Does get eliminated. So
Nice.
that's a great use of the new little RPG feature on that Hemlock. Trying to get different angles right now. Lotus Nesu is going to bounce their way back up onto the height. They have got that slow heals as well, which means that they can keep on pressuring that damage away. Hemlock.
This is, if you were the team of 3, you've got to start thinking now, we need to start doing something here because this, surely they figured out they're not getting shot at very many different directions. It's all in one place. It's always the same character. There's only one of them left. It's just try and find him, go for the kills, but they've managed to get into that. Wow, they're trying to be pinch here, which is quite nice from Team 13. They keep taking the portal back and forward, and they could have just sneaked up behind Lotus Nesu. Instead, they're all going to be shooting from the same direction and same position, but they'll at least know where he's situated.
They're now going to be making their way up. They destroy that Octane jump pad. And the thing which you've got to note is Lotus Nesu, the Sparrow ultimates might be huge. He's got 3 of them. And how he uses the ultimates is going to be absolutely so important for this end game. However, a huge amount of damage taken is maybe going to go into zone, but thankfully just about avoids it. The team has spotted him out, though. They're swinging up that zipline. Lotus Nesu punching their way up. And this movement with the Sparrow is just
man
so...
is
silky. It is silky is what it is. It's so smooth. Waiting now to try and find one of those players. Pops one of those ultimates, and unfortunately now is going to be seen. Pops another one. They keep on moving around. I don't quite understand how you're still alive, but it is going to be the end. Unlucky for some, it is not for Strude, Chromatic, and Farzu. Go away with your first place. 5, 4, and 1 apiece. 5 kills to Lotus Nesu. You've also got 6 to Dr. U. But it's actually one of those lobbies where people and the kills are actually spread out between quite a few different people right there. And I think that's going to be really interesting once we go back to the lobby here to have a little look at the overall standings to see what that has done.
Lotus Nesu, I need you to train me on movement because mine does not feel as silky or as fast as that. God, I was pulling my hair out. I was like, how is he doing this? He's going in and out of the zone. He's doing it that quickly that it's barely touching him. Wow, what a phenomenal ending. Unfortunately, he's not going to 1v3. He was trying his hardest to try and do so. Fortunately, he doesn't manage it. But look what's happened to that leaderboard. A massive jump up from here up.
Whoa.
How many wins did they just get? What did they just do in that last game? Because they've just hopped up hundreds of points on top of Zenzo, who was leading the way the whole time. 25 assists. That is a massive score, nonetheless, on its own. Then you got the 22 kills plus all the placement points from here up. Need to see what his gameplay has been like because he's must have been getting a couple of good wins and good placement points because that is a big jump up.
Oh my gosh. I just had a little look here at what happened there in the previous game. Obviously, we're not able to cast all of them. There's been, we're into the double digits on games tonight, even though we've only casted 5 or 6 here on the live stream. But Psy Hero, obviously now up into 630 points. They got first place, which is, and I think they've already got 1 or 2 here this evening. But they got 8 kills. And then Eric, who has now pushed themselves up to... Well, Eric is in 20th position right now. However, came away with an 11-kill win alongside Psy Hero. So Eric basically got all of his points in that one game, whereas Psy Hero obviously already had a really good base, sat on about the 450 mark, and has been able to push themselves up really nicely. 22 kills between them as a team and a first place. That is absolutely massive. Zenzo dropping down into 2nd position. Not a great game overall for them. But Lotus Nesu, again, back with a bang. Going to put themselves into that 3rd position, as Ibi has also clawed themselves back into the 4th place. And they are definitely one of those players looking to cling on to a top 5 position. That, though, is all we're going to have for you here this evening. It has been an absolute blast once again to cast over with yourself, Mark. and everybody in chat. It's been great seeing everybody talking away, telling us what you're, how you're finding the games. I can see that somebody here, for instance, Holster, says that they're in 26th right now. I mean, you've just seen Eric the Fat One had an absolutely massive game. They were all the way down at the bottom, but they're now already up into 20th position. You never know what might happen. But we really hope to see more of you in the chat next week. We're going to be kicking off at exactly the same time on Friday, 5 p.m. EST. Mark, is there anything you'd like to finish us off with before we go? And
Make sure you claim your play tag, ladies and gentlemen. If you're in the you haven't already yourself signed up to Shareplay, get yourself your name sorted, get chatting, get some points, and make that points towards your marketplace. You can edit, make it, customize it, and make it as pretty as you like. And also, there's a chance for their tournaments to get involved in it as well later down the line, where you can potentially be up for grabs for 10,000. What the tournament is we're yet to find out soon enough, I am sure. But either way, you make sure you get yourself involved. There's going to be a lot going on throughout this whole time, and every single time you're here as well, you can get your chance to win some play coins as well here on the station as well. So keep yourselves tuned and played on. Hit the follow button, share it with your friends, make sure everybody else is getting involved, and also join the league. Get yourself part of the solo queue league, because it's an absolute blast to watch over. It's an absolute blast for these players getting involved in. The more players, the more lobbies that get put up, the more chance there is for points for people to get involved in, and a constant refresh of games on a cycle where you don't have to wait for long and you're into another one straight away. And that is also chances for points the whole time out. But thank you very much once again, Bennett, for hosting and doing all the lovely work in the background there, and everybody else in the back end for CCE side mods and such, all doing the work on the app and on the website and making sure everything runs smoothly. We appreciate every single thing you do, as well as the viewers at home sitting enjoying the cast. Until next time, we'll see you at the same time, same place, Friday, Saturday next week.
catch you, folks.
Creators. On Shareplay, everyone can earn from day one, no matter your community size or your following. You can start monetizing immediately with channel subscriptions available from your very first stream. Engage your audience and watch your community grow as you earn through channel subscriptions and play coins right from the start. Stand out with custom super play animations and emotes, all powered by our AI-driven algorithm that amplifies your discoverability based on viewer engagement. The more your community engages, the more they win, earning XP points and rewards along the way. Complete milestones and progress toward becoming an official Shareplay partner. Let us help you on your journey to success. Join Shareplay today and turn your passion into a thriving community.
Shareplay.
Attention creators. On Shareplay, everyone can